Hey, what's going on, guys? How are we all doing? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. I hope you're all having yourselves an awesome day. It is a Wednesday afternoon. It's actually really nice outside here in South Jersey. Went for a little walk, played with the dog a little bit earlier today, got some fresh air, and it looks like it's nice weather out in San Francisco too. So first of all, okay, I wanted to first of all welcome on in everybody. Um, I wanted to see who's on here. All right, so we got Texas Repo Joe. Texas Repo Joe, man, what's going on, dude? Thanks for coming on here. And we also have Wiz, man. Wiz has been awesome. He's been supporting the channel, and I appreciate you for coming on here as well. And Gabe as well, obviously. All right, so if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell icon as well, so that way you know when I upload. We cover Phillies games, we cover Sixers basketball, we cover Patriots football, and Flyers hockey. That's what we do on here. And yeah, even though the Sixers season just ended, we actually have a lot of content coming out today. So, and that was the next thing I kind of wanted to get into. So, after this game is over, we'll be doing our Phillies series recap. We didn't do one for the Rocky series, but it's going to be just a West Coast series recap. We'll be doing that tonight, 8 o'clock. And then at 10 o'clock tonight, we're going to be going live, and we're going to be talking about Daryl Morey's press conference today and about what Chris Haynes reported about James Harden and him opting out of his 2-year contract and wanting to get a 4-year deal done. So that'll be at 10 o'clock tonight. I'll post that in the announcements. We got a lot of stuff coming up today. So I just wanted to let you guys know. So after this game, we have a Phillies post-series pod, and then we have a Sixers pod coming up later tonight. So yes, the Phillies are taking on the San Francisco Giants. This is the third game of the series. They lost in game 1 by a score of 6-3, and then they lost yesterday by a score of 4-3. So hopefully they can try to come out on top. Taijuan Walker is taking the bump today, and he will be facing Ross Stripling. And hopefully Taijuan Walker will have himself a really good outing. Starting lineups are out, so we got, for the Phillies leading things off, it will be Bryson Stott. He's over at second base. Trey Turner's over at shortstop. Bryce Harper is the DH. Nick Castellanos is out in right field. He's batting cleanup. Kyle Schwarber out in left field. He's batting fifth. JT Realmuto hitting sixth. He's behind the plate. Alec Boehm over at third. Brandon Marsh batting eighth in center field, and Cody Clemens will round things up batting ninth. So once again, it'll be Stott at second base, Turner at shortstop, Harper at DH, Castellanos in right field, Schwarber in left field, JT behind the plate, Boehm at third, Marsh in center, and Clemens at first base. So they're going to be facing Ross Stripling. And, well, Ross Stripling has had himself an all-right season so far. This is now his fourth team that he's been with. His third team, I should say. He was drafted by the Dodgers. Also played a couple of years with the Toronto Blue Jays, and then signed a 2-year contract with the San Francisco Giants. We'll get on more of his stats in just a few moments. But the Phillies bats, they got to show up. And I feel like a broken record for saying this over and over and over again, but they have left over 30 runners on base over the last 5 games, and that is absolutely unacceptable. Seriously. So I'm really hoping that they could try to get home a lot of runs today. This is a lineup that, when you look at it from top to bottom, that should be capable of driving in runs and putting up really good at-bats, and just not everybody is clicking. They left bases loaded in the third inning, or in the second inning it was. They also had runners over at first and second, stranded in the first, and even in the 8th inning of yesterday's game. So they can't be doing that, and that is totally unacceptable. So Texas, what's up, man? I've been a Rockets fan for a long time. Harden did Houston wrong. Harden did Houston wrong. Now he wants to go back. Should we take him? Okay, so in regards to Sixers talk, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know why you would want to take him, to be honest with you. I think that that's a whole another conversation. I think Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr. are doing a really good job, and their goal is to get younger and try to build a championship, so it doesn't really make sense to me. But I don't know. I can't necessarily answer that full question. I do want to remind you guys, though, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And yes. Okay. So Stott will be leading things off. The Phillies are going to be facing Ross Stripling today. Stripling has a 7.14 ERA. He has 24 strikeouts. Actually, over his last 7 days, in his last outing, he went 3 1/3 of an inning. He allowed 4 earned runs, 2 homers, and he had 2 strikeouts, and he faced the Arizona Diamondbacks. He has really been struggling over his last 2 games. And then against Milwaukee, he went 5 innings. He allowed 7 hits, 5 earned runs, 2 home runs were allowed, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. So this is his 8th game that he is, or his 9th game, I should say, that he's pitched in. He's started in 4 games this season. And, well, the Phillies are coming up to bat. The Phillies are wearing their red uniforms. Their red uniforms with the white numbers and letters. And the first pitch thrown by Stripling is taken high for a ball. So Bryson Stott is leading things off. Once again, in case you guys are just joining us, I'll reiterate the lineup in just a second. The 1-0 pitch is taken right down the middle for a called strike. So it's Stott, Turner, Harper, Castellanos, Schwarber, JT, Bohm, Marsh, and Clemens. Stott hitting .281 this season. And the 1-1 swing and a miss. That was a slider at 86 miles per hour. So Stripling started off his career. He was drafted by the Dodgers. The 1-2. Line down the left field line. That is just a foul ball. Went over towards the left side of the chalk. As far as the crew chief goes, we got Rob Drake behind the plate. Bill Miller's over at first. Roberto Ortiz is over at second. And Jeremy Riggs is the third base umpire. Riggs was behind the plate yesterday. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. Stripling with 4 pitches so far. And the pitch. Swinging a foul ball back behind the screen. JT should go GD today. I think JT's starting to get hot, and that's a good sign. I liked how he's been a little bit more disciplined at the plate. He's taking more pitches, and he's also trying to be more aggressive with the pitches that are in his wheelhouse, and he's trying to, do some more damage, and that's a good thing. Time was called by Bryson Stott, and it's still a 1-2 count as he took a quick step out of the batter's box. It is a sunny day out in San Francisco at Oracle Park. The 2-2 pitch by Stripling. It's in the dirt. It was a changeup at 85 miles per hour. Trey Turner does not bat GD. Oh, he doesn't bat good in San Francisco. He's just been struggling lately, man. I think Larry's right that he might need a day off. The payoff pitch to Stott. He fouls that one back. So Stott put up a 7-pitch at bat last night when he faced Alex Cobb, who took the bump for the San Francisco Giants, and already there's 7 pitches so far. He would get on with a leadoff walk in last night's game. 3-2. It's lined over to left field. It's in foul territory and coming in to make the catch. Oh, man, that was a really good play. That was Blake Sabol out in left field. He had to go over towards the left field line and actually crashed into the wall and had to collide with the net, and he still was able to make the catch. Sabol, who was the DH in last night's game, that was a pretty good play. How about that? Here's Turner, and the first pitch he takes is a slider at 87 miles per hour on the inside corner. So Stott just fouled out to left field. The 0-1. It's fouled back once again. That was a high fastball that was out of the strike zone at 91 miles per hour, so it makes it a 0-2 count. Did you see the catch Chas McCormick's made against the wall last night? I did not see that. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Hope you just fouled it. My mistake. My screen froze for a sec. So the count still remains at 0-2. Now we're back. And the pitch. There's a ground ball over to third base. This is going to be a tough play, but the throw over to first is not in time. Over at third base trying to make a good play was Casey Schmidt. Schmidt's been playing like all around the infield. He's over at third base today and made a pretty good play out of it. And Trey Turner's speed was just able to surpass the throw of Casey Schmidt. It was a soft ground ball that was hit over towards Schmidt. He had to run a little bit of ways to get over there, and let's see if he's out. I think he just got in there safely. It's a little bit tough to tell. Not by much, but it's an infield single by Turner, and Bryce Harper comes up, and he swings at a knuckle curve and fouls that one off. I know he had some droughts, but I really miss Rhys Hoskins. Oh, dude, I miss Rhys Hoskins too. When you had a hot Rhys Hoskins in that lineup, dude, that was deadly. What's up, Wiz? Thanks for coming back, my guy. The 0-1 to Harper. Line drive out to right field, and making the catch over there will be Michael Conforto. And Turner's going to have to go back to first base. That was hit really sharply, and Conforto had to go on the run, and he was able to make a catch. And Harper lines out to right field for out number 2. So there's two outs in the top of the first inning. Turner's over at first base. He got on with a infield single, and here's Nick Castellanos, who's batting .305 on the season. He has 5 home runs and 25 RBI. Once again, the Phillies are in their red and white uniforms. They have their, I guess that's white pants. And it's a swing and a miss by Nick Castellanos. And while the Giants are in their regular white and black uniforms, got the black letters and the black numbers as well. The throw back over to first is not in time. Check it out. It's similar to the great catch he made in Game 5. Oh, dude, that was a great catch. I don't even want to remember that. The 0-1, just a little bit down low for a ball. Perfect timing, just started my drive. Oh, man, that's good. How long of a drive do you have, HD? Thanks for coming on here. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Nick Castellanos. 2 outs in the top of the first inning. The Phillies lost both games of this 3-game series so far, within this 3-game series so far, but they're hoping to try to avoid the sweep. The 1-1, swing and a miss on a changeup at 88 miles per hour. Ross Stripling on the bump for the Giants. He's thrown 17 pitches so far. He's given up 9 earned runs combined over his last 2 outings. And 4 home runs. The 1-2. Line drive. Caught over at third base by Schmidt. Oh, nope. He just played it on the hop and will throw over to first in time. And nonetheless, that was a nice play by Casey Schmidt. He had to play it on a hop. I thought he caught it, but still got back up, threw it over to first in plenty of time, and that'll do it. So the Phillies get no runs. They leave 1 man left, and we go to the bottom of the first as the Giants are coming up to bat. I really thought that Schmidt caught that. I have to pay better attention to that, but made up for it. Okay. You got the Cubs, Giants, and Rays today. Okay, so let's first of all, if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell icon as well. Now that we're in a break, this is a perfect time to like it up and sub it up. Yeah, man, we'll be on tonight for a Phillies West Coast Series recap, and that will be at 8 o'clock. And then we're also going to go live for a Sixers cast and talk about Daryl Morey's press conference and the Chris Haynes report that came out today about James Harden during the press conference, which was a really good PR tactic, I guess. So we'll talk about that. We'll be on at 10 o'clock. So if you want to join the Discord server, you should definitely do that down below. I'll be taking your Discord calls throughout both of those casts tonight at 8 o'clock. Once again, it'll be a Phillies podcast. We'll talk about the series and just the state of the Phillies right now. And then at 10 o'clock, we'll talk about the Sixers because they're still in the conversation for sure. Yes. So let me get back to business really quickly. Okay, so for the Giants, before they come back, so their lineup today, they got Lamonte Wade Jr. over at first base. Thairo Estrada is over at second base batting second. Michael Conforto is out in right field batting third. Wilmer Flores is going to be the designated hitter in this afternoon's game. Yastrzemski's out in center field. Casey Schmidt over at third base. Blake Sable out in left field. Brandon Crawford is back in the lineup today. He's the shortstop, and Joey Bart is the catcher behind the plate. So it's Wade Jr., Estrada, Conforto, Flores, Yastrzemski, Schmidt, Sable, Crawford, and Bart. And, well, they're going to have to face Taijuan Walker. And the first pitch thrown by Walker is a little bit up high. It was a 91-mile-per-hour fastball. So Walker has pitched in 8 outings this season. He has a 3-2 record, 40 2/3 of an inning he's thrown so far, as the next pitch is thrown right down the middle for a called strike. We'll get to more of Walker's stats in just a few moments. Right after this pitch. The 1-1. It's taken down low for ball 2. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch that's taken right at the knees for a called strike. So Walker is 3-2. He has a 5.75 ERA, 38 strikeouts. He has in 40 2/3 of an inning. He's now 30 years old. And the 2-2. It's taken inside for ball 3. Like and turned on notifications already subbed. Wiz, you're the man. You really are. Jeff, what's up, man? If you guys haven't done so already, please go subscribe to Jeff, man. He's been putting out some awesome content. Also, Hardcore Sports Network. I love them all so much. 3-2. It's fouled back once again towards the screen. Please, I'm not just saying that. Jeff and the Hardcore Sports Network have really done an awesome job. So make sure that you seriously go subscribe to his channel. Give him some support and all that. 3-2. Taken down low was a splitter at 88 miles per hour. And that is the first walk issued by Taijuan Walker. Lamonte Wade Jr. gets on with a leadoff walk. So the Giants, they had Lamonte Wade Jr. lead off last night's game with a walk. And that's what he does today. Here's Thairo Estrada. Wade Jr. is over at first, and the first pitch to Estrada is taken for a called strike. How the Phillies doing this year? Well, they're 20-22. They're on a 3-game losing streak. And they've been struggling as of lately. They were on a 5-game winning streak, but now are on a 3-game losing streak. They've been very up and down. The 0-1. It's taken down low for a ball. It is a sunny day out at Oracle Park. Not a cloud in the sky. Lots of hats and short-sleeve shirts being worn by fans. Throw back over to first to try to get Wade Jr. is not in time. And Walker will reset here. So the Phillies, as far as their defensive lineup goes, they have JT Realmuto behind the plate. Over at first base is Cody Clemens. At second is Bryson Stott. Third is Alec Boehm. And shortstop is Trey Turner. The 1-1. That's taken on the outside corner for a called strike. Then in the outfield, they got Schwarber out in left, Marsh out in center, and Castellanos out in right. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Estrada. Over at first base is Wade Jr., who got on with a walk. Nobody out in the bottom of the first. And the 1-2. Outside, a sinking fastball at 94 miles per hour. And just a little bit low. Absolutely was make it feel like you're at the game. Aw, thanks, guys. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. It's laid off on a splitter that was nowhere near the strike zone. It was way down low. Now it's a full count. Walker allowed 3 earned runs in his last outing against the Rockies. He went 6 innings and he allowed 7 hits and 3 strikeouts. No walks allowed, though. Big payoff pitch coming right up here. Throwback over to first, though, is not in time, and that's the second time that there has been some sort of disengagement over towards first base, and now you can't do that. You only get 2 per at-bat. That's part of the new rule. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. It's flied out to left field. Schwarber on the run towards the foul line. Goes back to the warning track, and they'll make the catch for out number 1. He'll throw it over to Bryson Stott over at second base, and going back over to first is Lamonte Wade Jr., and there's one gone in the bottom of the first. Michael Conforto, well, according to PointsBet, because he's been doing really well against the Phillies, the odds for him to even just record a hit are at minus 240. But to hit a home run, it's at plus 750. So you might want to take that if you're into betting. First pitch. It's taken inside and low for a ball. I'm just saying. I'm not advising anybody to do it, but if somebody is really, interested, you might want to do that. The 1-0. It's taken up high for ball 2. Hit the like button, everyone, and get those likes up to 10 to 15. Please go subscribe to Jeff. I'm being dead serious. After the inning is over, everybody pause this stream and just go subscribe to Jeff and the Hardcore Sports Network. The 2-0. It's fouled back. That makes it a 2-1 count. So Conforto hit a 3-run home run in the first game that gave the Giants a 4-2 lead. And then in the last game, he ended up getting on base quite a lot as the 2-1 is fouled back over towards the first base line. He went 3 for 4. He had an RBI and just continues to hit really well against the Phillies. Wade Jr. over at first. Clemens trying to keep him in check. Walker gets set. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 2-2. On the inside corner, called strike 3, a splitter at 87 miles per hour. And he froze up Michael Conforto, and there's one gone in the bottom of or 2 gone now in the bottom of the first. That's the first strikeout. There's nothing too fancy about the splitter, but put it in a good spot. It was at 87 miles per hour. Homer Flores comes up. The first pitch is fouled off towards the first base side. So J.D. Davis has the afternoon off. As over at third is Casey Schmidt. But Wilmer Flores is the DH. He has 6 homers this season, 13 RBI. The 0-1. Fouled back towards the net behind the home plate. We forgot to update the scoreboard. Man, every single time, I always forget that I got to update it. There we go. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Wade Jr. over at first, and the 0-2 is laid off. Good job by JT to go over towards the outside as it was outside and low. And just block that. Wait, so who for the home run? Oh, I said Michael Conforto. The 1-2. It's laid off for ball 2. That's what I said. It's 4:03 p.m. Eastern Time here on the East Coast. Got a runner over at first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Taijuan Walker gets set, winds up in the pitch. Ground ball, back up the middle for a base hit, and Turner's not going to be able to get over there. Marshall field it, and Flores will get on with a single. Stopping over at second base is Lamonte Wade Jr. That's just putting it in the right spot. That's what you call it. So Wade Jr. walked. Estrada flew out to left field. Conforto struck out, and Flores got on with a single, and here's Mike Yastrzemski. They were playing Flores to pull, and Turner had to run a little ways to get over there and wasn't even going to dive for it. First pitch to Yastrzemski is taken for a ball. Yaz just came back from the injured list yesterday. The 1-0. It's taken down low for ball 2. He has 5 home runs on the season, 14 RBI. Runners over at first and second. It's a scoreless game in San Francisco. 2 outs. and a 2-0 count to Yastrzemski. Walker winds up and the pitch. It's laid off again on a splitter at 88 miles per hour. It was down low. How many Giants got on base? 2 so far. I got $16 on the Giants. Big money. Oof. Wow. 3 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. Up high and outside for ball 4, and that'll load the bases for the Giants. So Yaz gets on with a walk. He struck out in every single at-bat last night, but gets on base for the first time since he's been activated off the injured list. And, well, Taijuan Walker is in a little bit of a jam, to say the least, and Caleb Cotham, the pitching coach for the Phillies, is going to go out there to have a conversation with him. As Casey Schmidt, the rookie himself, who's been very versatile and has had a really good bat as of lately, is up at the plate. Blake Sabol is on deck. Schmidt this season hitting .438, has a .750 slugging percentage, along with 2 homers and 5 RBI. Last night he went 1 for 4. He did score a run as well. The Giants actually last night were 3 for 6 with runners in scoring position, but they did leave 7 men on base. And while the Phillies, it was a lot worse. They were 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position, and they left 12 men on base. Dude, the Rockets suck. The addition of Harden would make them better and a playoff team. Oh, boy. All right, everybody goes back to their spots. Casey Schmidt's up at the plate, and the first pitch. It's taken on the outside corner right at the knees for a called strike. It's a little shot that the home plate umpire, Rob Drake, called that a strike, but it was. Sometimes you don't always get those calls. The 0-1. Lined over to right field. Castellanos will not be able to get over there. It's going to drop in for a base hit. 2 runs are going to come in to score, and that'll be a 2-run single by Casey Schmidt. An opposite field 2-run single, that is, and the Giants are up 2-0. This guy is a baller. Man, he took that pitch the opposite way. Didn't have to pull it. And I got to tell you, he has a whole lot of potential for the Giants. Also almost made a really nice, terrific play over at third base. Oh, boy. I see we just got a couple subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I'll have to give you guys a shout out. I saw one person on here. All right, so Matt Strom's now warming up in the bullpen. That's a 2-run single by Casey Schmidt. Blake Sabol's up at the plate. Sabol made a really nice catch in foul territory that would he would end up slamming into the left field wall and the net, and got Bryson Stott to foul out. First pitch, it's taken way outside for a ball. So Schmidt's over at first. He got on with a 2-run single, and Yastrzemski is now over at third base. Coming in to score was Lamonte Wade Jr. and Wilmer Flores. The 1-0, swing and a miss. So that makes it a 1-1 count. Walker has 31 pitches so far in this inning, pretty much a 50-50 when it comes to strike-to-ball ratio. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. In the dirt and inside as well. A splitter at 89 miles per hour. Splitter, he's been losing a little bit of control with that pitch. Also, the fastball's a little bit up. He has to try to keep the ball down a little bit more. A 2-0 lead by San Francisco here in the bottom of the first against the Phillies. The 2-1. It's fouled back towards the screen. Blake, what's up, man? Thanks for coming on here, my guy. What's up, what's up, E for Noodle? Noodle Ozma. That's cool. 2-2. Check swing. Well, he didn't check his swing. I guess he did not go. That makes it a 3-2 count. Pitch was outside. I think he thought about going, but decided to hold it up last second. Sabol wearing his orange batting gloves. It's a full count, 2 outs in the bottom of the first in the 3-2. Sable stays alive after fouling off the splitter. On deck is Brandon Crawford, who had the night off last night, the 3-time All-Star himself. Waits on deck. 2-time World Series champion. And the payoff pitch. Runners go, and the pitch is going to be hit back up the middle for a base hit, and another run's going to come in to score. It's going to be Yastrzemski going over to third base. Now is Casey Schmidt, and the throw is cut off by Cody Clemens, and there's another RBI single, that time by Blake Sable. Just got past the diving stop of Bryson Stott, and now it's a 3-0 Giants lead. I thought you liked Sixers basketball. No comment. I do. No, I love Sixers basketball. I'm not commenting on it right now because, I'm calling this game. But during the inning break, I'll get over to your comment about James Harden, seriously. But I can't do it while I'm calling the game. 3-0 Giants lead. The pitch was hit back up the middle. And the Phillies cannot get out of the first inning yet. 36 pitches by Walker. Crawford is up at the plate with runners at the corners once again. It's a 3-0 Giants lead, and the first pitch is fouled off of his right foot. Excuse me. Crawford in the first game of this series, he went 1 for 4. He did have an RBI. And the 0-1 is taken down low for ball 1. Bezinia, thanks so much for subscribing to my channel. I got that notification. I got to give you a shout out. If you guys want to get a shout out yourself, make sure that you comment down below who you are. And if you just subscribe to my channel, you'll get a shout out from me. The 1-1, swing and a miss on a 94-mile-per-hour fastball right down the middle. So the Giants are 19-23 coming into this game. They won the series against the Phillies, and the 1-2 pitch grounded past the third baseman, and it goes out into left field, and there's another RBI single. And that time it's by Brandon Crawford. It was an opposite field RBI single. It got past the glove of Alec Boehm, and now it's a 4-0 Giants lead as they have runners over at first and second, and Sable will stop at second. And now Rob Thompson, he's going to come out, and that's going to be hit for Taijuan Walker, who only went 2/3 of an inning today. And mind you, the runners over at first and second are still his responsibility. So Thompson goes out there, and he'll take the ball from Walker as he steps off the rubber. He is not happy with himself today. So the ninth man to come up will be Joey Bart, and Matt Strom will come in to relieve him. All right. I thought you liked Sixers, but yeah. Okay, so what, you were talking about James Harden? Yeah, I mean, like, I understand he's a really good passer, but I need somebody to mesh with Joel, and I don't know if he does. Like, he had to make a lot of sacrifices, and I just don't want his ego to get into the way. And, like, I love James Harden, but he didn't come up big, man. He was really small. And when we needed him, he wasn't so big. So these guys are going to mess up my parlay. Oh, I'm sorry, Blake. Why do you take the Phillies? Because you wanted to come on here and you wanted to support my channel. That's exactly why you came on here. That's why you betted on the Phillies, because you took a chance on me. That's why. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, at the notification bell icon as well, so that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live. We do Phillies baseball, we do Sixers basketball. We just finished up their season. We also do Patriots football as well, and we do Flyers hockey. So, yeah, exactly, Blake. You know, you got to do what you got to do. We got 17 people on here already. That's pretty nice, man. I'm happy that we've been starting to reach more and more people. I'm just hoping that the Phillies start to do well, because that would definitely help for sure, too. When the Phillies aren't doing so well, that's bad. Whoa, Patriots? Yes. Okay, so that's a whole nother story. I don't hate the Eagles, but I know I have to keep telling people this. So, yeah, I don't hate the Eagles, but I liked the Patriots when I was in high school. So that's I didn't really get into football when I was really young, and yeah, I know it's a little disgusting and it doesn't make any sense. I totally understand like that. There's no rationale behind it. All right, so Walker has allowed 17 of 30 earned runs this season throughout the first 2 innings. And, well, he still has runners over at first and second. They're his responsibility. Joey Bart is up at the plate, and Matt Strahm is in the game. The first pitch is inside for a ball 1. So Strahm this season has pitched in 9 games. He has a 3-3 record, a 3.03 ERA, 41 strikeouts in 29 and 2/3 of an inning, and only 8 walks allowed. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. I know it doesn't make any sense. I understand that. Joey Bart had a bloop RBI double in last night's game and got his 4th RBI on the season. Over at first base is Crawford and at second base is Blake Sable. They both got on with RBI singles in the 1-1. It's taken at the knees for a called strike on a slider at 84 miles per hour. Giants have a 4-0 lead. Bart up at the plate with 2 outs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. On this sunny afternoon out in San Francisco, California. Strahm looks back at second and the 1-2. Way up high for a ball. Strahm pitched for the Padres for a little bit of time. And, well, signed a contract with the Phillies this year. 2-2 is in the dirt for ball 3. Strahm himself is 31 years old. He'll be 32 on November 12th. 3-2. It's fouled back towards the first base dugout. He does have a .94 whip. He's only went 1 inning over his last 7 games. The last time he pitched was against the Rockies. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the first. And the pitch to Joey Bart. Ground ball over to first base. Clemens has to throw it over to Strahm. Strahm does win the race to the bag, and there is out number 3. But the damage is done. The Giants send all 9 men up to the plate in the bottom of the first, and they get 4 runs on a 2-run single by Casey Schmidt, an RBI single by Blake Sable, and another RBI single by Brandon Crawford. And we go to the top of the second. The Phillies are down 4-0. I'm going to have to write that down. I liked how I did the end of that inning. Cut the end of the inning. I haven't done highlights in a little bit. So Bart rounded out to first. Okay. Phillies, you're in a game right now. Get off your phone. Seriously. I know, I agree. Oh, boy. Yeah, man. Philly's in the chat. What's up, Aiden? Thanks for coming on, dude. Oh, now I see why you did that. That makes it funnier. Okay, now I get it. What's up, Aiden? Thanks for coming on, dude. Yeah, okay, we got 18 people on here. Wiz, are you betting the Celtics game? Oh, dude. The Celtics, dude. I can't even think about the Celtics right now. I really can't. We've already reached 100 messages. Wow. So the Phillies will have Schwarber, Realmuto, and Bohm coming up in this top of the second inning. As Walker, his day is done, and Matt Strahm is out there in relief for Walker. Ross Stripling should go out there for his second inning of work. And if you just subscribed to my channel, don't forget to shout yourself out if you'd like to, because I'd like to know who just subscribed, and I'd like to give you a shout out. But if you don't want it, if you don't want the fame, if you don't want the recognition, it's okay. I don't always get the notifications on my phone, so that's why I do that. And we're interactive on here, you know. We're giving out free Bryce Harper jerseys if he hits a home run today. That's cool. Schwarber up at the plate wearing his sunglasses. And the first pitch is a knuckle curve at 73 miles per hour, taken over the heart of the plate. Schwarber batting under the Mendoza line, hitting 179 on the season. He has 10 home runs now. He did homer in the 9th inning of last night's game. The 0-1. It's taken down low for a ball. He homered in the 9th inning off of Duvall, the closer for the Giants. Yeah, man, thank you. I appreciate it. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. It's taken down low for ball 2. Righty. 2-1. On the outside corner, a 91-mile-per-hour fastball. And it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the Giants sent all 9 of their batters up to the plate in the first inning, and they scored 4 runs. Thanks to a 2-run single by Casey Schmidt, an RBI single by Blake Sable. This time is also called by Kyle Schwarber. And then an RBI single by Brandon Crawford. That is how they were up 4-0. They beat the Phillies 4-3 last night. 3-2. Swing and a miss. And Ross Stripling gets his first strikeout on the day. And that's how we start off the top of the 2nd inning. It was a fastball that Kyle Schwarber did not catch up to. Thanks, HD. Appreciate it. Thanks, Gabe. Appreciate it. All right, so the home plate umpire, I believe Rob Drake, is going out there, and there seems to be a problem with Ross Stripling's equipment, and I don't know what it is. Let's see if we can put the closed captioning on. The pitch comm stuff for too many strikeouts with pitchers who are not out dominant. 20 strikeouts now for the Phillies in how many innings? Oh, in the series. My gosh. What's up, Snowman? And whoever just subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. If you guys haven't done so, Snowman Multimedia, man, has been putting out so much awesome content, okay? The Brian Snow Show. Please go check that out and go subscribe to Snowman and his channel. Seriously, he's been incredible. And I cannot wait. We're going to talk about this soon, but we are going to collab. Here's JT Realmuto, who grounds that one over to a third base, and the throw by Schmidt across the diamond is in plenty of time for out number 2. So I apologize. So there were problems with the equipment, and Ross Stripling had to get a new piece of equipment for the pitch comm, and then he went back to the mound, and the first pitch to JT was grounded over to third. So that'll bring up Alec Bohm with 2 outs and nobody on in the top of the 2nd. The Phillies are down 4-0. Bohm does have 31 RBI on the season. And we'll take a look at the first pitch, which is a slider at 86 miles per hour. The 31 RBI does lead the team, and he is 3rd in the league in RBIs. The 0-1. It's taken down low for a ball. Baseball commentary tomorrow. Nice. Twins White Sox at 2 p.m. The 1-1. Ground ball over to third base. Fielded on a hop by Schmidt. He gathers himself, throws over to first in plenty of time for out number 3. 1, 2, 3, go the Phils. As Bohm slams the helmet down, and we go to the bottom of the 2nd inning as the Giants lead 4-0. And Schmidt's been doing a good job over at third base. You can put him anywhere. Nice, another out, sick. Brett, I haven't seen you on here in a while, my guy. Thanks for coming on, dude. It's been like a couple of weeks since I've heard from you. How have you been? I also just realized that this is also like the perfect time to do a cast because it's not at 9:45 at night and it's like right after school is over and it's during the day. So I think I kind of lucked out with that too. I thought we had more people on here. Don't we? Nope, I guess not. All right, we got 10 people. Nice. Sick. Oh, man. Not gonna lie, I've been good. Thanks for asking. Which the Phillies would play better. I'm still in my gym clothes from school. Oh, Aiden. It's crazy. Dude, the Phillies are depressing. They are. Philadelphia sports right now is very depressing. It's how it is. So, I can understand that. But you know what's not depressing? You know who's not depressing at all? JJ. Because we are on here and we're here to have a good time. Even when the Phillies are playing really bad, we're still here to have a good time. And we're still here to enjoy ourselves and be able to talk about some baseball. So if you guys are new to my channel, get out of here, but come back. Come back. I didn't mean it like that. But, like, get out of the live stream, hit the like button, and then come back. That's what I meant. Don't get out of here. Oh, man. Matt Strahm pitching for his second inning of work. And it's a swing and a miss by Lamonte Wade Jr. Yeah, don't get out. Just take a second and pause after the inning is over. And just like it. All right, so 1 ball, 1 strike. Matt Strahm throws the next pitch in the dirt. So Lamonte Wade Jr. is back up for his second at-bat. We flip the lineup card. And the 1-1 is taken as a slider at 82 miles per hour over the middle of the plate for a called strike. Phillies down 4-0 in the bottom of the second inning against the Giants as they're wrapping up this 3-game series. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch, swing and a miss. And Wade Jr. does strike out. That is the first time he is retired, excuse me. It's always good vibes. There's always good vibes on here. It's how we do things. So what are they talking about here? Dusty Wathan was talking over. He's gonna throw straight, and then Rob Thompson. In between innings, there's something that Rob Thompson saw with Ross Stripling, and then he went over, and he actually talked to Bill Miller. And I think that there was something. Tom says he doesn't know what it is, but there was something with between Rob and Mike and Dusty. Huh. Whether he's stealing signs or what it was, I don't really know. All right, 1 ball, 1 strike to Tyro Estrada. I just wanted to know what they were talking about because they were showing the replay. And the 1-1, that is poked out to right field for a base hit. And Estrada gets on with a single. He flew out to left field and singles the opposite way. And that's the first time he's on today. Let's get these outs. At least our pitching can't get worse, right? Oh, boy. You may have said something there. I don't know. You may have. And if you just subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Make sure that you shout yourself out so that I know who you are. Give yourself your shout out. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was, I don't know. All right, ground ball over to first base, throw over the second. There's 1, and the throw back to Strahm is not in time. So Cody Clemens, the ball was hit by Conforto, and Clemens had to field it. And he had to throw it over to second base, and Strahm had to go from the mound over to first base. And Strahm's quite an athlete himself as he hustled really well over towards the bag. But the throw was not in time by Bryson Stott. But there are 2 outs, and that'll go down as a fielder's choice ground out by Michael Conforto, who is on over at first. And now Wilmer Flores comes up. So Estrada was out at second. And Flores, who singled in his last at-bat in the first, is up at the plate. And he swings and fouls the first pitch right behind home plate to hit the Xfinity sign. No balls, 1 strike to Flores. Strahm gets the signs from Realmuto. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Strahm looks back at first. And here's the 0-1. It was a slider at 81 miles per hour that was well off the plate. So yeah, I was just curious to see what they were going to do there. Flores on the season has 26 hits and 104 at-bats, 6 homers and 13 RBI. And the 1-1, swing and a miss. Flores has been playing a lot over at first base. He's now 31 years old, from Valencia, Venezuela. Venezuela. Over his last 7 games, he has 2 hits and 12 at-bats and has 2 RBI. The 1-2. That's taken up high for a ball. Oh, you just need the Cubs and the Rays now. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Flores. 1 ball, 1 strike. Or 2 balls, 2 strikes, sorry. He's 1 for 1 today. Just looking at the wrong stats. And the pitch is fouled back. So Flores, this is his 3rd team that he's played with. He signed with the Giants back in 2020 during the pandemic. Played with the Diamondbacks in 2019 and spent his first 6 seasons with the Mets. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Up high for ball 3. Last year he had 120 hits in 525 at-bats. Payoff pitch by Strom. It's a line down the left field line, but it hooks foul. So Conforto goes back over to first. Well, Matt Strom, as I mentioned, he is pitching for the Phillies. Came on in relief for Taijuan Walker in the bottom of the first. 3-2. Outside and high for ball 4. And Flores will get on with a walk. And that'll put Conforto over at second base. And Yaz comes up to the plate for the Giants. So it's 4-0 San Francisco. Strom does have 23 pitches on the afternoon so far. Came on in relief for Taijuan Walker, who gave up 4 runs in only 2/3 of an inning. Yastrzemski up at the plate. And the first pitch is just below the knees. A slider at 80 miles per hour for a ball. Yaz walked in the first and scored a run. Made his return from the injured list last night. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. They placed Jock Peterson on the 10-day IL with a right-hand contusion. And they activated Mike Yastrzemski. Yaz went on the 10-day IL back on May 1st with a left hamstring strain. 1 ball, 1 strike in the bottom of the second inning. The Giants are up 4-0. Runners over at first and second, 2 outs. Strom gets set. He's in the stretch and the pitch. It's fouled back towards the net. If you guys just subscribed to my channel, don't forget to shout yourself out if you'd like to, because I'd like to know who it is that just subscribed, and I'd love to give you a shout out and welcome you guys to the JJ family, because y'all are the best. Strom looks back at second and the pitch. Just a little bit outside. It was a slider at 83 miles per hour, and that makes the count 2-2. On deck is Casey Schmidt, who had a 2-run double, or a 2-run single, back in the bottom of the first. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Yastrzemski was fooled and swung at a slider that was way down low and outside. And that'll do it. No runs, 2 men left, and we go to the top of the third as the Phillies trail 4-0 in San Francisco. Oh, boy. I like these afternoon games. I didn't like them. I mean, sometimes, like, sometimes the times are a little bit off, like Saturday afternoons. Like, I'm not necessarily a big fan of that. See, here's how it has to be for me. It has to be, if you're playing like a Friday night series, like it's a 3-game series, okay, it has to be Friday night, Saturday night, and then Sunday afternoon. They got rid of the 135 times, and oh man, I'm still getting used to that. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, big shot, Sam. First of all, thanks for coming on here, and I bet that you subscribed to Play by Play with JJ, so I really appreciate it so much. Do the Phillies have a comeback chance? I mean, the odds probably aren't in their favorite right now, so I would say no. I mean, there's always a chance, but I don't know if I would take it. Yeah, Wiz says no. But that's also because Wiz wants the Giants to win because he put money on the Giants. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I didn't mean to throw you under the bus like that. I did not mean that. Okay. What did Dad say to me? Okay. I'll have to take a look at that later. It's true. Wiz said it's true. It's okay, Wiz. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I didn't mean to do you like that. All right, Brandon Marsh up at the plate. 8-9-1 coming up for the Phillies. Phillies are down 4-0 against the Giants. And the first pitch thrown by Ross Stripling, who goes back out there, is down and low for a ball. Marsh getting his first at-bat today. He walked in the first game, and he also was 0 for 3 in that game. The 1-0 is going to be skied out to right field. On the run is Conforto as he goes over to his left, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. He was just the first or second dude that popped up yesterday when I was looking for the game. Good. Nice. That means I'm doing my job, man. I'm marketing myself. That's what it means. And I'm being consistent. You know? That's all it means. So Cody Clemens comes up. And the first pitch, he takes it down low. Consistency, consistency, consistency. That's all it is. So, 1 ball, no strikes to Cody. It was 3 homers on the season and 6 RBI. And the 1-0 is a changeup that he swings and misses at. That'll make it a 1-1 count. And the next pitch, it looked like it was outside and low, but not according to Rob Drake behind the plate. He calls that one a strike. 1 out in the top of the third, and the 1-2. Taken up high for ball 2. So Ross Stripling, okay, as I mentioned, that he has played for 3 different teams now. He started off his career with the Dodgers, then spent a couple of seasons with the Blue Jays, came over to the Giants. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Ross Stripling gets his second strikeout on the day. And there's 2 outs in the top of the third inning as the Phillies are down 4-0. And Bryson Stott will be coming up to the plate. So Ross, actually, here's a funny story. So he went to Texas A&M, all right? And he actually played with Tyler Naquin on Texas A&M's baseball team as the first pitch, the Stott is taken down low for a ball. But he has a financing degree from Texas A&M, and he's also a stockholder and an investment advisor. The 1-0. It's taken right down the middle of the plate for a called strike. He made his debut with the Dodgers back in 2016 and actually was throwing a no-hitter against the Giants through 8 innings. And the 1-1 pitch is taken down low for ball 2. And well, Dave Roberts decided to take him out. And the Giants must have really liked that performance. He's been pretty good, though, overall. 2-1. Hit out to left field. And on the run to make the catch for out number 3 is Blake Sable. And that'll do it. Another 1-2-3 inning thrown by Ross Stripling. He's now retired the last 7 batters by the Phillies. And we go to the bottom of the third. All right, so that's an L7. Who's my favorite Philly team? My favorite Philly team? My favorite is always going to be the Phillies. I'm always going to come back to them, fandom-wise. They were my first love. It's how I got into baseball. It's how I got into sports. But yeah, they're my favorite. Phillies, Sixers, and Flyers. I really don't hate the Eagles. I love talking to people about the Eagles, and I can't disrespect Jalen Hurts, and I really can't disrespect the team that they've put together. Howie has done a really good job. Seriously, drafting the right guys now, and putting this team in contention for years to come. Who's my favorite Phillies player? All time or right now? Right now, that's tough. I mean, I love Bryce Harper. But my favorite all time that I watched has to be Ryan Howard. And number 2 is Jimmy Rollins. I love J-Roll. All-time wise. I was a big Roy Halladay fan. Rest in peace to Roy Halladay. But right now, I love Kyle Schwarber. I really do. There's nothing better than a Schwarber bomb. His power is unreal. Man. You was just the first or second. Yeah, you said that. Okay. Yep. Wanted to make sure I caught up to all my messages. So, yeah, I thought that was a fun fact about Ross Stripling. I had to talk about that. He has a financing degree at Texas A&M, and he's an investment advisor. It's cool. It means he's going to have a bright career, most likely, after baseball's done. Here's Casey Schmidt, who had a 2-run single back in the first. He leads off the bottom of the third, and the 0-1 is fouled back once again behind home plate. It was a 94-mile-per-hour fastball. Matt Strom has 30 pitches on the afternoon so far. Comes in for really his 3rd inning of work. But he came on in the bottom of the first with 2 outs. Came in relief for Taijuan Walker. The 0-2 is taken down low for a ball. So the Phillies are going to get a lot of arms going out of their bullpen as Connor Brogdon is warming up. Again, in case you guys haven't done so, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell icon as well. We're on our way to 400. The 1-2. Swing and a miss on a high cheese fastball. That was at 93 miles per hour. And that's 3 strikeouts by Matt Strom. Back-to-back strikeouts as he struck out Yastrzemski to end the 2nd inning. And he strikes out Casey Schmidt to start off the 3rd. It's a high fastball and nothing really too fancy about it. But Schmidt thought it was going to be a pitch that he could hit, and he could not catch up to the high heater. Next pitch, or the first pitch by Sable, was bunted over to the third base side. It's fielded on a hop by Strom, and the throw over to first gets off the glove of Clemens. Going into second base and diving in there safely is Blake Sable. And that's just going to be a bunt single, and I wonder if they're going to charge Matt Strom on an E1. So the baseball ended up hitting the glove of Clemens and just got away from him. Retweeted the stream the other day. Oh, thank you, dude. So Sable certainly surprised everybody and put the ball in a really good spot to bunt. And the ball actually ended up hitting the first base bag, and Clemens didn't really know what to do with it. Or did it hit Sable? I don't think it did. All right, but nonetheless, Sable's over at second, and there's 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. So let's see what they've ruled that as. I'm really curious. So Schmidt Sable single. Nope, that's not what it is. No balls, 1 strike to Brandon Crawford. The pitch is down low and outside for a ball. So Sable reached on with a bunt single, and they are going to give an error to Strom. Okay, so just wanted to make sure that I had that clear. Sable's over at second base. He's gotten on twice today. The 1-1 that slapped foul down the third base line. So Sable, who had the RBI single in his last at-bat in the first, gets on with a bunt single and goes over to second on the E1. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I've been posting on Twitter. We have our live streams up there too, but no, I appreciate it. The 1-2, swing and a miss, and Brandon Crawford goes down swinging at the fastball. Would have been a strike, but couldn't catch up to it. I only got 400 followers, but never know, might help. Dude, I have less than 400. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter how many you have. Like, I don't care if you have one. Like, you're really helping me, and I mean that. It means the world. Joey Bart's up now. And the first pitch is taken for a strike on the outside corner. Was a slider at 81 on the gun. Bart hitting .224 on the season with 4 RBI. And the 0-1, swing and a miss. It was a 94-mile-per-hour high fastball that he could not catch up to. Bart behind the plate today. He had his first hit of the series last night. It was a bloop RBI double. The 0-2, ground ball over to shortstop, gobbled up by Turner, and the throw over to first across the diamond is in time for out number 3. No runs, Sable left over at second base. And we go to the top of the fourth. 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Fightins. Bart really has been struggling for the Giants. I don't know what they're gonna do with him, and I've been very disappointed with Joey Bart. Seriously, I expected him to be a really good hitter, and he can still turn out to be a good hitter. It's just that it's been so long now that it's actually been starting to get disappointing. Maybe he needs, I don't know, a new hitting coach or a new change of scenery, or I don't know what it is, but I had a lot of high expectations. Now, some people, and I've learned this from calling minor league baseball and even from doing G League basketball. I called games for the Wilmington Blue Rocks, for those of you that don't know me, who were the minor league affiliate of the Washington Nationals. The one thing that I learned is that, the reason why the minor leagues are in place, like for baseball, is because you have different levels, and at these different levels, it's about adjusting, it is so rare for people to just come straight out of high school or straight out of college and just automatically go to the big leagues. It is so rare. And you have to get used to the pitching, you have to get used to the new lifestyle, and, you work your way up, and then, once you're dominating, then if you start struggling at, the AAA level, how you going to do at the majors? So then you either go back down to AA, and then you try to find ways to improve with AAA, and sometimes it's about the right system, and it's about, the right people being surrounded with, but you also have to stay healthy. That doesn't even factor into it. So there's different levels. And some people like Mickey Moniak can dominate at AAA level, just has not been able to dominate at the major league level. It's just how it goes. But anyhow, and then they don't really make a lot of money, which is the sad part. We hear about the big leaguers and how much they make, but minor league players don't get that much. It's just different. But it's cool to, see that. Trey Turner, he's up at the plate, and the first pitch he takes is down low for a ball. It was outside and low. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell icon as well. The 1-0 pitch. It's taken down low for ball 2. So Stripling has 40 pitches today so far. Turner, who's 1 for 1, has a 2-0 count in the pitch. Ground ball over to first base. Gobbled up and taken over to the bag for out number 1. Lamonte Wade Jr. just got it. And he ran over to the bag and won the race. And Turner is retired as we start off the top of the 4th. Larry, thanks for coming on here, dude. I appreciate it. I missed a couple of innings. It's 4-0. Yep. It's 4-0, and the Giants got all 4 of their runs in the first. So, yep. 1 out in the top of the 4th. Bryce Harper up at the plate, and he swings at the first pitch, grounds it back up the middle. It's backhanded by the second baseman, but there's no throw drawn as it was bobbled just a little bit. Back up the middle by Thairo Estrada. But that'll be ruled as an infield single, I believe, because it was hit really sharply. So Harper does get on with the single after Turner grounded out over to first. So the Giants, they got 4 runs in the first thanks to a 2-run single by Casey Schmidt, Blake Sable, RBI single, and Brandon Crawford, an RBI single for him. Castellanos lines that one out to center field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Bryce Harper rounding second base, and he will stay put over there. And Castellanos and Harper have back-to-back singles for the Phillies. Now the question is, can they try to get these runners home? Because they've been really struggling with runners in scoring position. That's been the main storyline throughout this whole entire series. They were 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position in last night's game. And then when they lost 6-3, they were 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. Kyle Schwarber comes up for the Phils, and the first pitch is a high knuckle curve that's taken outside. Schwarber struck out in the second inning. Phillies down 4-0. Runners over at first and second. Harper's over at second. Castellanos over at first. 1 out in the top of the 4th. And the 1-0. Just below the knees and maybe a little bit outside as well, according to Rob Drake. That makes it a 2-0 count. So Taijuan Walker went 2/3 of an inning today. And Matt Strahm came on in relief. The 2-0. Outside and high for a ball to throw over to third base is not in time to try to get Bryce Harper. And that goes down as a double steal. Castellanos did swipe second base. Joey Bart tried to throw it over to third base, and Casey Schmidt, I thought, did a good job of trying to tag Bryce Harper because I thought that the throw was maybe a little bit high when watching it in real time. But it is a 3-0 count to Schwarber. It was outside, and actually Bart Noby had a good throw. Harper, though, just hustled. Runners over at second and third. That gets rid of the double play ball as well. And the 3-0. Outside for ball 4, and Schwarber walks, and that'll load the bases for the Phillies. And the tying run is coming up to the plate. Back-to-back singles given up by Ross Stripling, and he also walks Kyle Schwarber. And that'll set the table for JT Realmuto. All right, we have got to get runs here. That is for sure. JT grounded out in the second, and his batting average has just gone down to less than 300 in the first pitch. A slider at 88 that was taken down low by JT. Stripling has gotten himself into a little bit of a jam here for the Giants, who are up 4-0 against the Phillies. The Giants are 19-23 coming into today. The Phillies are 20-22. The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball. Low dribble over to the third base side. It is a foul ball. And thank goodness, because Schmidt tagged the bag and Castellanos would have been out. But Harper would have scored. It could have been a 5-3 double play, though. But everybody will go back to their spots. Thank goodness. A beautiful day out at Oracle Park. JT does have 4 career grand slams. He's 1 for 5 with the bases loaded this season. The 1-1. Line down the left field line. It's a fair ball. And a couple runs will at least come in to score. Harper scores. Castellanos rounding third. He'll come in to score too. And going over to third base is Kyle Schwarber, as JT Realmuto gets on with a 2-run double. And that'll cut the lead in half, 4-2. That one just stayed fair. And JT was able to put it in a good spot as the pitch was over the middle. And it looked like it was a hanging curveball thrown by Ross Stripling, or maybe even a slider. And it just hit the chalk. And it was ruled as a fair ball by Jeremy Riggs, the third base umpire. So it's 4-2. The Phillies are down by 2, but the tying run is now over at second base. And now the pitching coach for the Giants, Andrew Bailey, is going to go out there. I don't know if there's a trainer out there too, or if that's just a translator. I can't necessarily tell. Gabe Kapler will go out there. And Sean Manaea, the former starting pitcher for the Oakland Athletics, is warming up in the bullpen. Let's turn on the... okay, so his day's going to be done. That's going to do it for Ross Stripling. Ruben said, I wonder if it is something on his hand. So he's going to exit the game, and that'll do it for him. But the Phillies are down 4-2 with 2 runners in scoring position, and Manaea will come into the ball game. That'll be it for Ross Stripling. And the runners over at second and third are his responsibility. We're now 1 for 34. 2 for 34. Because they had a base hit yesterday with runners in scoring position. Got to count the other hit. It was, who was it, Bryson Stott that got the RBI single? Yes, it was. Yeah. But that was big. That was big. Oh, boy. All right, if you guys are new to my channel, right now, click on out of here, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and then come right back. All right, do that right now as we're in break. And also make sure you follow my socials. The link is down below on Stream Elements. So please do that right now. If you haven't done so, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and take this time. Kapler curse. Can't beat them no matter how bad the Giants are. Today might be the day. So I'm curious what they're going to say was wrong with Ross Stripling. I don't know. So yeah, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon as well. Zania, I saw that you just subscribed, and we just got a new subscriber. Also, if you just subscribed to my channel, don't forget to shout yourself out if you want to be recognized, because I don't always get the notifications on YouTube. So if you're like, JJ, I just subscribed to your channel, shout me out. I'll be like, yo, Headless Joe, or whoever you are. Shout out to you, and thank you for joining the JJ family. Headless Joe. That's cool. That's cool. That's a cool YouTube name. All right, so Turner started off the inning with a ground out over to first. Bryce Harper then got on with an infield single. Castellanos then singled up the middle. And then Schwarber got on with a walk after Bryce Harper and Nick Castellanos had a double steal. Larry, I figured that you probably fell asleep. That's what I figured. It was bad, man. The couch got me. It sounds like this is a cool couch. It really does. And like, I love good couches. Like, don't get me wrong. We got like a nice couch right during the pandemic. And it's really nice. It's in our family room. It is really comfortable. You can like sink into it, and it's just like, sometimes it's hard to stay awake at times if you're very sleepy. Sean Manaea comes in for the Giants. He's pitched in 8 games this season. He has a 1-2 record, a 7.96 ERA. And, well, he's pitched in 26 innings this season. His hair has been, he's grown some pretty long hair. Okay, so Bohm comes up, and he'll hit that one out to right field. This should be deep enough to score the runner from third. The catch is made by Conforto. The throw is drawn, and Schwarber comes in there safely. And that's a sacrifice fly by Alec Boehm. The runner from second, JT Realmuto, does tag and go over to third base. And it's now a 4-3 lead for the Giants as the Phillies do cut the deficit to 1. And that earned run, mind you, is going to be charged to Ross Stripling. Conforto actually made a pretty good throw out from right field, but man, Schwarber really hustled. So there is 2 outs now and a runner over at third base. That is JT Realmuto, and Brandon Marsh is now up at the plate. The tying run's over at third. And the first pitch to Marsh. That's taken right down the center of the plate for a called strike. Marsh flew out in the third inning. That was to right field. The 0-1 way inside for a ball. So once again, Sean Manaea comes in for relief for Ross Stripling. Manaea has a 7.96 ERA this season. He has 31 strikeouts in 26 innings, and he's allowed 23 earned runs. And the pitch, swing and a miss by Brandon Marsh. Coolest could I've ever have had. It's legendary. It's good. 1-2 strikes in the pitch. On the outside. Oh, man. Manaea certainly thought that it was a strike, and it looked like it was a strike, but Rob Drake gave Brandon Marsh a little gift there. It was on the outside corner, but Drake just gave Brandon Marsh a little bit of life. 2 balls, 2 strikes in the pitch. It's lined foul down the third base line. 6 pitches by Manaea. He's now 31 years old. He pitched in 2 2/3 of an inning last on May 10th, and he allowed 4 earned runs. That was against the Nationals. The Giants would go on to lose 11-6 that day. 2-2 pitch. It's lined foul once again towards the opposite way. How about the Rockies leading the Cincinnati Reds 10-5 in the bottom of the 6th inning? Dodgers and Twins are tied 2-2. That's also in the bottom of the 6th. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Realmuto over at third. 2 outs in the top of the 4th. And the pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3 right at the knees. And that gets Brandon Marsh caught looking. But the Phillies add 3 runs back thanks to a 2-run double by JT Realmuto and a sacrifice fly by Alec Boehm. But they trail 4-3 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. So, did anybody get a notification as to what happened to Ross Stripling, if he's all right? Because I don't know. I'm kind of curious. I will be right back in just a few moments. I'm going to take a very, very quick step off, but I'll be back right before the inning change. All right. Alrighty, 384 subscribers. Keep building the JJ family. That's what we do on here, man. I hope you're all having yourselves an awesome Wednesday afternoon. Connor Brogdon comes in for the Phillies. He has a 2-0 record in 19 games this season, 2 holds. He's pitched in 21 and a third of an inning. He also has 19 strikeouts. And the first pitch is taken just a little bit up high for a ball. Monte Wade Jr. up at the plate. Walked in the first and also scored a run. He's hitting .276 on the season with 7 homers and 15 RBI. The 1-0. It's taken up high for ball 2. Giants lead 4-3 in the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch fouled back. There's Matt Strom in the dugout for the Phillies. Came on in relief for Taijuan Walker. And the 2-1 pitch is down low for ball 3. All right, so the Giants, after this game is done, they will be facing the Miami Marlins on Friday. As the 3-1 pitch is up high and inside for ball 4, and that's now the second time today that Lamonte Wade Jr. has gotten on with a leadoff walk. And he is the first runner aboard in this bottom of the 4th. So the Giants, they play the Miami Marlins. They have a 3-game series from Friday night to Sunday. As Thairo Estrada's up at the plate now and he'll foul the first pitch off. Then they head to Minnesota. And they play a 3-game set against them on Monday through Wednesday. And then they'll play against Milwaukee from Thursday, May 25th, all the way till Sunday, May 28th. The 0-1 is fouled back once again, and that makes it an 0-2 count. The Phillies, on the other hand, well, after this game, they're going to be coming home. They have the day off tomorrow. No balls, 2 strikes to Estrada. The windup and the pitch. It's taken just a little bit up high for a ball. So, yeah, the Phillies will be coming home on Friday. And they'll be facing, I believe, they'll be facing the Chicago Cubs for a 3-game set. 1-2 pitch. It's hitting foul territory. It's fouled off towards the first base dugout, and it goes out of play. After they play against the Cubs, they also have a 3-game set against Arizona, and then go to Atlanta on Thursday through Sunday and play against the Braves. That is from the May 25th to the 29th. The 1-2, taken down low for ball 2. So Brogdon has 10 pitches so far in this inning. You'll be at the game Friday? Oh, that's pretty sick, man. That's awesome. 2 balls, 2 strikes in the pitch. It's lined foul, and it hits the third base net. I'm laughing because I can just picturing you, like, having my audio up, like, while the game is live, and you're just like, yo, Jay, like, you're so far behind. Jay, catch up, man. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch laid off by Estrada. So it's outside and high on a cutter at 87. Giants lead 4-3. They won by a score of 4-3 in last night's game. And then they won 6-3 the night before. And the pitch up high for ball 4. And that is now back-to-back walks issued by Connor Brogdon as we start off the bottom of the 4th. Just when the Phillies get 3 runs in their top half of the 4th, it seems like pretty much one of the main themes throughout this series is every time that the Phillies score in their top half of the inning, the Giants have a response in the bottom half of their inning. Timeout is called on the mound as we have a little conference out there with all the infielders, and Connor Brogdon and JT Realmuto is leading this discussion. Runners over at first and second for the Giants. Nobody out in the bottom of the fourth, and Michael Conforto, the Phillies killer himself, is up at the plate. Boy, if there's ever like a wall of fame of Phillies opponents that hit really well against the Phillies, Michael Conforto has to be up there, along with Miguel Rojas. First pitch. It's taken on the outside corner for a called strike. If you guys can think of any other like Phillies killers, let me know. Guys that just crushed the Phillies. Conforto up, he struck out and also grounded into a fielder's choice. The 0-1 inside for ball one. Trying to think. I know Joey Votto has done pretty good against the Phillies. 1-1 pitch. Way up high for ball two. I'll be telling everyone to quiet down so I can hear. That's funny. 2-1. It's popped up out to shallow right field. Stott calls off everybody and will make the catch for out number one. That is funny. Oh, man. If you do that, I will love you forever, man. Even though I do. You know, you're my brother. But, yeah, that is funny. Tell everybody to quiet down. See, like, Scott Fransky or Tom McCarthy's coming out. You'd be like, shh, like, Tom, I'm listening to the broadcaster that I listen to. No, I'm kidding. Started doing the dishes, and the Phil score was 3. I know, man. No balls, 1 strike to Wilmer Flores. And the pitch is up high for a ball. Will be 20 for 23, yeah. Chipper Jones. Yeah, man. Trilla. It's a good one. 1-1. It's popped up over to second base, and the catch is made by Bryson Stott. How about Freddie Freeman? He was another really big Phillies killer, even though like he's a well-known. Matt Diaz. I'll tell you, he was a Phillies killer, and so was Dan Ugla. I don't know if you guys remember him. Join the Discord. Oh, man, Liz, thank you. If you guys haven't done so, make sure that you join the Discord server. Phillies odds right now are at plus 210. That's their money line odds to win this game. So Yaz comes up. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Runners over at first and second. No balls, 1 strike. Yeah, Jeff Conine. That's another one. The 0-1. It's taken up high for a ball. Jeff Francoeur was another Phillies killer. Oh, man. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Yastrzemski. 2 outs. And the pitch. A changeup that was just a little bit down low. 83 miles per hour. Brogdon has 23 pitches. And the pitch. There's a fly ball out to right field. It's shallow right field, and Castellanos calls everybody off, and he'll make the catch. Oh, man, he had to almost lost it in the sun, and Castellanos was just there in time to make the catch as Yaz just got under it. No runs, 2 men left, and we go to the top of the 5th inning. The Phillies are down 4-3 as we go to the top of the 5th. Oh, man. So what happened? So Flores, what did Flores do? I didn't even write it down. I'm such an idiot. All right, oops. Let's go back to this. Twins just took the lead 3-2 against the Dodgers, huh? I gotta refresh this page. Remember the rally squirrel versus the Cards? I forget that. Was I alive for that? Maybe I do remember it. I remember the beer being thrown at Shane Vittorino from Chicago. I remembered that. That was really bad. That was a fan interference, and somebody threw a beer at him on the field as he was trying to make a catch. And he still caught it. I don't know how. I remember the bloody nose by Aaron Rowand. Of course, that was an iconic moment. That was really cool to watch that. That's honestly, when I remember Phillies catches, I'll remember that one and the Ben Revere catch too. Revere making that Spider-Man play. That was really cool. Those are the defensive catches that I'll always remember from the Phillies. I don't remember the rally squirrel incident, though. All right, so Flores popped up to second base. And Yaz flew out to right field. Have a 9-leg parlay, Wiz says. Okay. All right, we'll get to that in a second. So 9-1-2 coming up for the Phillies. Sean Manaea is out there on the bump for his second inning of work, as Cody Clemens is up at the plate. Have a 9-leg parlay. A's last night, Pirates, Rockies, Twins, Diamondbacks, Marlins, Orioles. If it hits, it's 62 cents into 180. Oh, my gosh. It's crazy. No balls, 2 strikes to Clemens. Top of the 5th inning. Here we are. Phillies down 4-3 in the pitch. Way outside for a ball. Cody struck out back in the 3rd inning. That was a good sip of water. 1-2. That's lined over to left field, and coming over to make the catch, going over to his left side or his right side is Sable. Another ball that was hit right on the nose, and Sable just got over there, and he's been showing off some athleticism out there in left field. Still need the Twins to finish Marlins, Jays, Red Sox, and Orioles so far. So pretty far away still. Yeah. Hopefully you hit a home run with that, though. First pitch to Bryson Stott is taken on the outside corner for a called strike. I don't know if you guys remember the home run jackpot contestant. Do they still do that for Phillies games? Stott lifts that one high and deep out to right field. That's going back to the track, to the wall. It's gone. And Stott is able to get that one up out of here. And it's a 4-4 ball game as he hits a solo home run out towards McCovey's Cove. And that ties the game up 4-4 in the top of the 5th. There we go. About that. I just called a home run, even though that was not the type of home run that I called. I meant to say it for you, but I guess that also impacts you too because you're ready for the Giants. Man, that pitch was scolded out to right field. Here we go. Turner up at the plate. We're tied at 4. And the 1-0 is inside and low for ball 2. So Stott is able to get a solo home run. He's now 1 for 3 today. It was a big home run by Stott. 2-0. Ground ball, that's just foul down the third base line. And the bat boy, the foul ball boy, will go out there and get it. All good, bro. Let's go. Oh, man, that'd be sick. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch to Turner. It's on the, oh, man. Looked like it was on the inside corner, but not according to Rob Drake. Let's see where this ball landed. Hit right off of the little pole out there in right field. Right towards McCovey's Cove. 3-2. It's fouled back. Tristan Beck warming up in the bullpen for the Giants. Manaea has 19 pitches so far. He came on in the 4th inning. The Phillies have tied it up. 3-2, swing and a miss, and Trey Turner strikes out on a high fastball that was outside and could not catch up to the heater. Oh, man. Good call. Thanks, dude. I hope it was a good call. I'd like to cut that and see how it sounded. I don't know if that was necessarily my best because it was a little bit out of the ordinary, but all right. But thank you. Here's Bryce Harper. The first pitch. Took a step out of the batter's box and watched a pitch go by right down the middle of the plate. Nobody on. 2 outs. In the top of the 5th. No balls, 1 strike to Bryce Harper, who's wearing his green cleats. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Not his Fanatic cleats, though, which are really, really cool. But he's wearing his multicolored batting gloves. Every time he's up at the plate, you don't know if he's going to wear batting gloves or what type of batting gloves he's going to wear. The 0-2. Laid off on a 93-mile-per-hour fastball. That was outside. Bryce was the first overall pick back in the 2010 draft class. 1-2 pitch is grounded back up the middle. Crawford fields it on a couple of hops and throws over to first in plenty of time for out number 3. It's been a great addition by the Phillies, a $339 million contract that was signed in 2019, and he's on his 13-year deal. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. No runs, no men left. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 4-4. Update scoreboard. Update. Oh, wait. Yeah, it just updated, right? It just updated. So good. All right, I'll be right back. But if you guys haven't done so already, please take this time to like and subscribe. Get on, head on out and then come back in. And I will catch you all very soon. We're going to take a very, very quick step off. Alrighty, what's up, guys? Alright, so here is next batter for the Giants as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Andrew Vasquez now in for the Phillies. He has a 1.59 ERA in 17 innings, 14 strikeouts, 8 walks, and the 1-0. It's taken for a strike, and Schmidt is up at the plate now. Casey Schmidt, who had a 2-run single back in the bottom of the 1st inning. I want to make sure that the 1-1 pitch is taken on the outside corner for a called strike. One-two pitch. Ground ball that's fouled towards the third base side. So I want to make sure I stand correct. So Bryson Stott's home run was hit out towards Levi's landing. It did not go beyond there and did not go into McCovey's cove. It almost did. Thought I had a chance, but it went to Levi's landing out in right field. Just had to make sure I stand corrected and that I correct myself because I don't want to give you guys false information. The 1-2. It's grounded foul down the third base line. So it's a 4-4 score in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Schmidt. 5, 6, and 7 are due up for the Giants in this bottom of the 5th in the 1-2. Up high and inside for a ball. Dang, I missed half the game. I'll catch you up in just a few seconds. I promise I'll do that. 2-2. Just a little bit outside for ball 3. So the Giants, they scored all 4 of their runs in the bottom of the 1st inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes in the pitch. It's lined down the left field line, and it just hooks foul. Casey Schmidt trying to show off his power. JJ, please clarify for me. OBS. OBS all the way. 3-2. Ground ball that is fouled down the third base line. Definitely OBS, Snowman. Yeah, so the Giants scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 1st on a 2-run single by Casey Schmidt, who's up at the plate right now, an RBI single by Blake Sable, and an RBI single by Brandon Crawford, the 3-2. Check swing, did he go? The first base umpire, Bill Miller, says he did. And I cannot believe it. Schmidt was already going over to first base. Let's see if he went. I don't know about that. Oh, man, that was so close. I personally think that the Phillies just got rewarded a little gift there. But there's 1 gone in the bottom of the 5th inning. And here comes Blake Sable, who swings and his helmet comes right off, and he misses at the first pitch. So the Phillies were down 4-0. Then they got 3 runs in the 4th inning on an infield. Well, Bryce Harper got on with an infield single. Castellanos then singled. And then with the bases loaded, JT Realmuto got on with a 2-run double. And then a sac fly was hit by Alec Boehm. And then in the top of the 5th inning, the Phillies would tie it up on a Bryson Stott solo home run. 4-4 in the bottom of the 5th inning with 1 out, nobody on. Sable, Blake Sable, that is up at the plate. He has gotten on base twice today. The 1-1. That's skied out towards the left field side. Schwarber on the run. He'll make the catch in foul territory right next to the tarp. And there's 2 outs. Nice play by Kyle Schwarber, who had to run miles away, and Alec Boehm almost got over there, but Schwarber said, I got it. And there's 2 gone. I got you, my guy. Announcement. Snowman will also cover the WNBA. Ooh, man. Sick. Please go subscribe to Snowman and his channel, man. Brian Snow is awesome. So Snowman Multimedia, that's what his channel is. His producers are great. Everybody that comes on his show, his guests are awesome. I'm not just saying that either. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Brian's also really inspired me to just keep putting out content on here. And just keep doing this. The 1-1. It's fouled back towards the screen. Scott Fransky, the announcer for the Phillies, always told me, or said to me during a networking event, with all due respect, with the games that you've done for minor league teams, just got to get the reps. The 1-2 pitch is taken at the knees for a called strike, and that'll do it. As Brandon Crawford goes down looking, a 1-2-3 inning by the Phillies pitching staff, and we go to the top of the 6th inning. Phillies tied up at 4-4. Okay. So, yes, please go subscribe to Snowman. And also, so just to recap, okay, so I wanted to let you guys know that after this game, we'll be going on at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time to talk about this series recap and really just the West Coast series recap between the Phillies and the Giants and the Phillies and the Rockies. We didn't get to do that because Sixers has been pretty insane. And then at 10 o'clock tonight, we'll be talking about Daryl Morey's press conference and the state of the Sixers and where do they go from here, and also talk about the report that came out during the press conference by Chris Haynes. And we'll talk about James Harden opting out of his 2-year deal and wanting to get a 4-year deal. And Daryl Morey seems like he is on board for going after him once again. So we'll talk about that. I'll give you my thoughts and break everything down from the press conference today from Daryl Morey, the president of basketball operations for the Philadelphia 76ers. Oh, boy. Oh, gosh. So we got a lot of content tonight. That's for sure. And tomorrow we finally have an off day. Tomorrow I think I'm finally going to cut highlights. That seems like that's the perfect day for me to do it. So that's what we'll do tomorrow. Okay, so now we go to the top of the sixth inning as the Phillies are coming back up to the plate. We have a new pitcher. Jacob Junis will be coming in for the San Francisco Giants. You do great, bro, for real. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Like, it's... I do this for you guys, you know? Like, all right. I'll get back to that in a sec. But, yeah, I really appreciate that. All right. First pitch is fouled off by Castellanos. It's a 0-1 count, so here's Jacob Junis, who's pitched in 10 games this season. He has a 2-2 record and a 5.32 ERA. The 0-1 is fouled back towards the screen. Castellanos is 1 for 2. He singled in the fourth, scored a run, and also stole a base. It was on a double steal. Bryce Harper would go to third, and then Castellanos would go to second, and he would score on the 2-run double by JT. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss on a slider. It was supposed to be outside, but it was out towards the middle of the plate, and Castellanos could not catch up to it, and he is retired. And that is how we start off the sixth inning. So that'll bring up Kyle Schwarber. The stud homer call was good. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate it. I hope it was. Schwarber will take the first pitch up high for a ball. Except it wasn't McCovey's cove. But that's okay. I get very picky. The 1-0. Sticking on the outside corner for a called strike. So, so for those of you that don't know me, okay, my name is Jason Joseph. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. And this is called Play-by-Play with JJ. As the 1-1 pitch is up high for ball 2. And I started doing play-by-play in 2019 for my college. I went to Rowan University and studied sports communication and media. As the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. There's nobody on, 1 out, Schwarber's up at the plate. It's a 2-2 count as we're tied up at 4-4. So then, I was really fortunate, and I got opportunities to call for the Delaware Bluecoats and for the Wilmington Blue Rocks. The 2-2. It's on the outside corner for a called strike 3. And Kyle Schwarber goes down looking, and that's now back-to-back strikeouts by Jacob Junis. And JT Realmuto, who's on a 10-game hitting streak, is up at the plate now for the Phillies. He extended that on the 2-run double. So JT will take the first pitch for a called strike down the middle of the plate. So then I interned at NFL Films once I graduated from Rowan, and I was there until the end of the season, the football season, as the 0-1 pitch is inside. And, I said to myself, like, while I was there, like, with all due respect, I love doing stuff for films, but I miss calling games. I miss having these headsets on. You know what I'm saying? 1-1 pitch was fouled back towards the screen. So that's exactly why I wanted to come on here and just, start calling games again, because it's better than nothing. 1-2 is fouled back. I know it's not calling it in person, but I'm calling games for teams that I love, and like I told you guys last night, whether you like Hunter Brody or not, the one thing that I really respected about him is that he came on like every day just to give like takes about the Sixers, the Flyers, and the Phillies. And I wanted to do that for broadcasting. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and JT Realmuto goes down swinging. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Phillies, and we go to the bottom of the sixth. It's 4-4. Giants coming back up. The side is retired, too, by Jacob Junis. He strikes out the side. So, yeah. So, Hunter, I saw what he was doing over the last 4 years with Bros Media, and he actually went to Rowan too. I didn't get a chance to meet him or truly know him. I've seen him around the hallways, but I don't know. I wanted to just come on here and just call games and be able to work on my radio call and that sort of stuff. So that's why I've been doing this. And I wanted to also kind of build a family on here. I don't just call it a following. I truly mean it when I say a family, because I really want this to be interactive, and I want to take broadcasting to a new level. And I feel like for baseball, it's just such a great way to do this because I have the chance of interacting with you guys. It's a little bit more of a laid-back sport. And not only that, but I also feel like that there's a lot of history that some broadcasters don't necessarily cover. And so I've always wanted to have a conversation with Harry Callis or even with, I don't know, Bob Costas, and I feel like this is such a great way to do it. And reps. Exactly. That's what Scott Fransky told me. You got to get the reps. So. And we do sports talk on here too. We're trying all new things. Sports talk, play-by-play. I haven't really done too much football and too much hockey, but we're going to get reps with it. That's just how it is. We're going to struggle in the beginning, but that's how we get better. I'm not afraid to screw up, especially right now. Discord tonight at 8 o'clock. Yes, so just a reminder, guys, we will be going on at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time to talk about the Phillies series, and then at 10 o'clock we'll go on to talk about Daryl Morey's press conference today, and I have so much to say about that and about the news about James Harden. All right, Joey Bart coming up for the Giants. It's 9-1-2. Coming up for San Francisco. Vasquez on the bump once again for another inning of work, and the 1-0 is swung on and missed for a strike. So Bart is up, and then Lamonte Wade Jr. will wait on deck, and Thairo Estrada is in the hole. Giants, they've won the series so far, and they're looking to try to go for the sweep here. The 1-1. It's on the inside corner for a called strike. It was a little bit actually out, a little bit more towards the plate. 1-2 strikes, and the pitch. Down low for ball 4. Oh, man, actually it hit him. I'm sorry. I don't even know why I said ball 4. So it hit him in the right foot. Stand corrected. Yeah, Jason, how do you get from ball 1 to all the way to ball 4? How does that happen? So Bart gets on base. That's one way to do it for him, as he gets hit by a pitch, and Lamonte Wade Jr. is up at the plate. Yeah, HD Wiz Fib. Yeah, man. Everybody join the Discord server. I want to hear what you guys have to say about the Phillies and about the Sixers. I'll let you guys come on and join the conversation because I want to hear what your thoughts are. So if you come into the waiting room, I'll take your calls, and you guys will be on JJ's podcast, my podcast. So yes, please join the Discord server. It's in the description down below. The 2-0. It's also the bot should have it come up too. Oh, there it is. Okay, it just posted. Good job. I'm happy we set that up. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Wade Jr. tried to take it back, and well, he did, and it just hit the outside corner. Andrew Vasquez with 25 pitches so far. Wade Jr. is 0 for 1 today, but he's walked twice, and the 2-2 is outside and low. A slider at 81 miles per hour. And once again, if you guys haven't done so already, please make sure that you like. Please make sure that you subscribe as well and hit the bell. 3-2 pitch. Flied out to center field. Marsh trying to track it down, and he does, and he'll make the catch for the first out. Good pitch by Vasquez. So Wade Jr. is retired, and Thairo Estrada will be coming up towards the plate. Oh, man, they're showing the Buster Posey replay of him getting injured against the Braves. Oh, man. That's something I really don't want to see. Andrew Vasquez's day is done. And that'll do it for him as Rob Thompson will take the baseball from him, and he steps off the rubber. I believe Joey Bart is also heading back towards the dugout, so I'm curious to see what happens there. Larry, so let me go back to your conversation yesterday about Buster Posey and about if he's a top 10 catcher. He might be. Okay, so I was thinking about this, and you guys can chime into this conversation too. Okay, so is Buster Posey a top 10 all-time catcher? He might be. Okay, he won an MVP. He's been a World Series champion 3 times. Pitchers really loved him. And he was great defensively. But the thing is that I feel like Johnny Bench is definitely in my top 10. Punch Rodriguez, he's in my top 10. Yogi Berra is in my top 10. I might put Yadier Molina in my top 10 for sure. Thurman Munson, he's in my top 10 too. That one catcher for San Diego that was really good. Why am I blanking out on his name right now? Joe Mauer, I would put him in the top 10 for sure too. And I'm missing somebody else. Who else am I missing? I'm missing somebody else. Who am I missing? Now I gotta look it up. Best catchers of all time. So I would put Johnny Bench up there. I would put Thurman Munson, Yogi Berra, Punch Rodriguez. Mike Piazza as a hitter was really good too. I don't know. We'll come back to this conversation. Thairo Estrada up at the plate. But I want to hear what your thoughts are down below, guys. If Buster Posey's a top 10 catcher or not. Bench Berra, Dickey, Simmons, Pudge. Yeah. Those are good. 1 ball, no strikes to Estrada. Andrew Bellotti is in there to pitch for the Phillies. And the 1-0 is taken on the outside corner for a called strike. Now, you don't put Mauer up there? I'm curious as to why. So that makes it a 1-1 count. So I thought Joe Mauer was a really good catcher. And here's the 1-1 pitch. It's taken on the outside corner for a called strike. You think Posey's top 10 fly box? He might be. He might get in. I think JT Realmuto could actually get in there too. You think Munson was overrated? Nah, dude. Thurman Munson was so good. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Outside and low for a ball. I don't know if Buster was better than Thurman. I really don't. Thurman's defense was really good. Thurman also had power. Hey, Gary Carter. Forgot about Gary Carter. 2-2. It's down low and outside for ball 3. So that makes it a full count to Thairo Estrada. There's a run over at first. In the bottom of the 6th as the Phillies are tied 4-4. Bellotti in the stretch. Kicks, deals, and the pitch. Flied out to right field. Castellanos stops, then moves a couple steps back, and will make the catch for the second out of the inning. Yeah, I forgot Carter. Definitely top 10. Yeah, Carter's really good. I can't deny that. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. I think Buster was definitely better than Jorge Posada, even though some people would argue against that too. And the next pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike. Posada was a good catcher for the Yankees, but I don't know if he was, I don't know if he's top 10. No balls, 1 strike to Conforto, and the pitch. It's inside for a ball. I do really think, though, that JT Realmuto, if he has a good 3 years, he could be in the conversation of top 10. He could. 1 ball, 1 strike. Conforto today's 0 for 3. And the pitch. It's lined down the left field line. It's a foul ball, though. The count is now 1-2. JT is really good. If he has a healthy 3 or 4 years, 4 more years, I think he might get in. But I also think that a World Series could help him too. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Ground ball over towards Bryson Stott, gobbled up, and Clemens goes back over to first base. He tried to dive for it, and Stott was there to back him up, and Clemens went back over to first in time for out number 3. And the Giants leave 1 man left. That's Joey Bart over at first base, and we go to the top of the 7th inning as we are tied 4-4. Okay. So let's see. We will know how good JT is when his career is over. Yeah, JT, let's look at his accolades. He's, what, a 5-time All-Star right now? Let's see what his accolades are. If you guys are new to my channel, please don't forget to like. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell icon as well. Now's the perfect time to just stop and, like the video and subscribe. If you love my content, because I love you guys for being on here. You guys are the best. Make sure that you do that. So JT, let's take a look at his accolades. He's 32. That's not an accolade. Well, actually, yeah, being 32 is an accomplishment. He's a 3-time All-Star. Okay. Yeah, he has some years left to prove himself. But if he can have, 4 more All-Star appearances, I think maybe he might get into the top 10. Maybe. Munson 756 OPS, more GIDP than home run by a lot. I understand. I get it. But also, his career wasn't his career short because he passed away? Yeah, he only played, 10 years? He was a 7-time All-Star in 11 seasons. I'm sorry, that's really good. I don't care what era you're playing. And he won the MVP. He was a 2-time world champion. Yeah, he had 113 home runs, but through 7 seasons, it's not so bad. But still. I just think he was a really good catcher. Yankees bias. Not an MVP, though. He won an MVP. It's pretty good. Howard won the MVP back in 2006 with, and the Phillies didn't even make it to the playoffs. Carlton Fisk, oh, yeah. Okay, I'll give you that. Carlton Fisk was he might be top 10. He was really good. All right. 1 ball, 1 strike to Alec Boehm. Sorry about that. We go to the top. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Jacob Junis is on the bump for the Giants. He's thrown 16 pitches so far. The 2-1 to Boehm. That is outside for ball 3. All right, 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch to Boehm. Looked like it was ball 4, but not according to Rob Drake, as he calls it a full count. was called a strike at the knees. Junis does not waste any time in the pitch. It's lined back up the middle for a base hit, and Alec Bohm fights off a pitch, hits it off the end of the bat, and there's a leadoff single to start off the top of the 7th inning. Excuse me. That was nice. I need to adjust my C here. There we go. Good job by Bohm. Put it in the right spot. And got himself a single back up the middle. And Jacob Junis, well, his night is done. His afternoon is done. And we have another pitching change coming in for the Giants. Get you the name on the new pitcher in just a few moments. Dodgers are up 7-3 in the top of the 9th inning. And the Diamondbacks and the A's are tied 3-3. That's in the top of the 8th. The Royals, they lead the Padres 3-1. The Padres beat the Royals last night. And it was almost a thriller of a comeback. And then the two final scores we got, well, the Pirates shut out the Tigers 8-0 today. And the Rockies, they beat the Reds 11-6. So, Angels and Orioles will be playing at 6:35 p.m. Eastern Time. The Nationals and the Marlins will get started at 6:40. And then at 7:07, we got Yankees and Blue Jays. That game will be on ESPN+. The Mariners are at Fenway Park and will take on the Boston Red Sox at 7:10. The Rays and the Mets play at 7:10 p.m. too. That'll be a really good game. And the Brewers and the Cardinals play each other at 7:45. It's in St. Louis. How about the Atlanta Braves taking on the Texas Rangers? That game is at 8:05 p.m. Eastern Time in Texas. And then the Cubs face the Astros at 8:10 p.m. And then the final game is the Cleveland Guardians, who are in Chicago, taking on the White Sox. Join JJ after the game on Discord. Come into the voice chat. There you go. I like that bot. I didn't realize I had that on me. All right, Brandon Marsh will be coming up to the plate for the Phils. Needed a good neck crack. All right, so, well, JJ, tell me who's in. Who's in now? It's Scott Alexander, who's 3-0 on the season for the Giants. There's a runner over at first. That's the go-ahead run. The throw back over to first. It's not in time. Brandon Marsh home run would be really sick. That would be awesome. So Scott Alexander comes in to pitch for the Giants. Alexander is 33 years old. Stands at 6'2". And Marshall bunt at the first pitch. It's over towards the first base side. Throw over the second is not in time. And Alec Bohm is in there safely. Marsh did a good job at laying the bunt down. And Bohm just got in there safely. And the throw was made over at first base by Lamonte Wade Jr. And I'm curious to see if Gabe Kapler is going to challenge this. But it was bunted down the first base area. And let's see, the throw over to second was, oh man, that was pretty close. I think that Bohm just got in there safely, though. That's a little hard to tell from that angle. But there are runners at first and second. And Josh Harrison will be introduced as the pinch hitter for the Phillies. Andrew Bailey goes out there to talk to Alexander. So that'll be, just a sacrifice bunt? Marsh was able to get on. And Josh Harrison will come in to pinch hit for Cody Clemens. They wanted to go with a right-hander against Alexander. Runners at first and second for the Phillies. Nobody out in the top of the 7th inning. It's a 4-4 ball game. The Giants scored all 4 of their runs in the first. And Harrison will take the first pitch way up high for a ball. Let's see here. So, once again, I think he just got in there safely. I won't challenge it, though. 1 ball, no strikes. David. What's up, David? Thanks for coming on here, my guy. I appreciate it. We do. We need a home run. We need Shorebird to hit a 426-foot home run. I agree. That'd be really cool for the Topps home run challenge. That'd be nice. 1 ball, 1 strike to Harrison. Alexander winds up in the pitch. Swing and a miss on a sinker at 94 miles per hour. On deck is Bryson Stott, who hit a solo home run his last time up to tie the game at 4 apiece. That was back in the 5th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes in the pitch. Swing and a miss. It was a sinking fastball at 93 miles per hour, and it was up high. And Josh Harrison went chasing after it. So, Stott homered and hit it towards Levi's landing. Did not go into McCovey's cove. Almost did. The first pitch is outside and high for a ball. I bet oh my gosh, dude. 1 ball, no strikes. Bohm over at second. And over at first for the Phillies is Marsh. Stock rounds that one over to second base. The throw over towards the shortstop. There's 1, and the throw back to first is in time. It's a 4-6-3 double play. And that'll do it. So the Giants get out of the inning, and now let's see. Rob Thompson's going to say hold for a quick second here to see if Stott was safe at first, and they're going to challenge this. Okay, so let's see what happens here. It's now marked as a 4-6-3 double play, but Thompson will challenge. And let's see if Stott beat this out. Figueroa is out there, and now Rob Drake and Bill Miller will be listening in. Just kidding, not all my life savings, but big money for me. I figured that. Okay. So let's see. Let's see if they can show a replay on this. So if the call does stand, that'll end the top of the 7th inning. And if the call is overturned, then there will be runners at first and third. Oh boy, that is tough. So no doubt about it, the runner over at second base was out. That's Alec Bohm, but let's see if Marsh is safe. I think he just got in there, actually. His left foot may have gotten in as soon as the ball was just about ready to come into the glove of Lamonte Wade Jr. But let's see what they're saying on the cast. Let's listen to this. I hope I am. The other part of it, this is according to Tom McCarthy too, is that Bryson, what was he saying? Bryson almost slipped coming out of the box as well. He also, yeah. Okay, so that could be why he slipped a little bit. I didn't even notice that he slipped. I didn't even see that because of the camera. Okay, so let's see. Here's the decision. So he's out. Runner at second is out, and runner at first is out too. So that'll go down as a 4-6-3 double play, and we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. We're still tied at 4-4. I was scared, not going to lie. I'm sure you were. So Stock rounds into a 4-6-3 double play. Man, that's just like, that's just sickening, man. That really is sickening. And we'll talk about it, too. You ground into a 4-6-3 double play, dude. Come on, man. All right, it's stretch time. I'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? If you guys are going to do anything right now, use your time wisely and subscribe. Smash the like button as well. Hit it until your computer shuts down, even though I want you guys to tune in to me, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Smash it, all right? I love you guys. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. To the bottom of the 7th inning. Sir Anthony Dominguez will come in for the Phillies, and I believe, okay, so Alec Bohm will slide over to first base, and Josh Harrison will now play over at third. And Wilmer Flores is due up first. Sir Anthony Dominguez throws a 100-mile-per-hour sinking fastball that was down low and away. Flores is 1 for 2 today with a single and a walk. And the 1-0 is way inside for a ball. I smashed like 114 times, more times than Munson homered. Oh my gosh, stop. Oh, that's so sad, because he passed away. That's sad. The 2-0. It's taking on the upper third part of the strike zone. Oh, that's sad. I love you, Larry, though. You're funny. You are funny. The 2-1. That's a line drive out to left field. If it's fair, it's gone. It's just foul. Wow. Huh. That had a chance of getting on out of here, but it's foul. Thankfully so. The goal is to get to 390. I think we can do that by the end of this cast. The 2-2 pitch. That's sent out to left field on the run of Schwarber, and he'll make the diving catch for out number 1. He lays all the way down, and he's able to rob Wilmer Flores on a base hit, and Bryson Stott giving him a little round of applause. Oh, man, that had a chance of going towards the left center field alleyway, and Kyle Schwarber said, "Watch what I can do." And that is probably going to be the defensive play of the game. That definitely saved an extra base hit for sure. Nice play by Kyle Schwarber. Yaz is up at the plate now. Mike Yastrzemski, who's 0 for 2 today. And he just got the ball right in the pocket of the glove. So that'll go down as a fly out to left field. Yaz walked in the first. He's 0 for 2. He's 0 for 6 since coming back from the injured list. And the pitch is fouled off. Sir Anthony Dominguez has 7 pitches so far. In the afternoon, it's a 4-4 game in the 0-2. Down low and outside for a ball. So Sir Anthony Dominguez from the Dominican Republic for the Phillies. 1-2. Swing and a foul ball that just went in and out of the glove of JT Realmuto. So that was not a strike 3. And Dominguez will have to go back at it once again. Dominguez is a 4.15 ERA, 19 strikeouts in 17 1/3 of an inning. Yaz will lift that one out to shallow right field. On the run is Bryson Stott, and he makes the catch over the shoulder for out number 2. And Nick Castellanos gives him a slap on the butt. Nice catch by Stott. It was not an easy play. It could have been blooped out to right field and hit in no man's land, but Stott made the over-the-shoulder catch. Oh, Roy Campanella. That's a good one. And here is Casey Schmidt. 2 retired in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a 4-4 ball game in San Francisco, California. No balls, 1 strike. The Giants are 19-23 on the season, and the Phillies are 20-22. Ground ball back up the middle, played on a hop by Trey Turner, and the throw over to first is just in time to get Casey Schmidt for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning by Sir Anthony Dominguez, and we go to the top of the 8th inning. We're all tied up at 4 apiece. Great plays from the defense, including Kyle Schwarber and Bryson Stott. Okay. There we go. Yeah, Roy Campanella. He's a good one. I forgot about him, too. How about Carlos Ruiz? No, I'm kidding. Oh, man. I love Chooch, though. I do. Chooch was so good, dude. Bro, Chooch is 44 now. Holy moly. I want to remind you guys, if you're all new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon as well, so that way you know when I either go live or when I upload. We got 18 likes on here. That's pretty insane. And we got 23 people on this cast. If you guys have not liked already, what are you waiting for? My grandma would say, maybe I'm waiting for the Messiah to come. But you guys should do that. You should. We got 30 people on here watching now. That's nice. 30 people. 30 loyal JJ fans. This channel's growing. Putting in a lot of work. And it's great. It makes me so happy. But yeah, we all did forget about Roy Campanella. We did. Top of the 8th inning we go. All right, Brebbia is going to pitch now for the Giants. This is his 3rd outing that he's gone in a row. Brebbia is 1-0. He's pitched in 18 games. Started off his career with the St. Louis Cardinals. He's pitched for the Giants over the last couple of years. It's a couple more strikeouts to get his 400th. Or 300th, I meant. I have to make sure I have the record straight. He's at, what, 296 now? Hot take, greatest Phillies catcher, Mike Lieberthal. I don't blame you. He was really good. Yeah. Trey Turner up at the plate. And the first pitch is taken on, or over the heart of the plate for a called strike. Again, I might say JT Realmuto in a couple of years. The 0-1. It's fouled back towards the screen. Got like $25 on them. Wow. Cool. So Turner is up. 2, 3, and 4 are due up for the Phils. In the top of the 8th inning, it's 4-4. Nobody on base. And the 0-2. Outside for a ball. 94 miles per hour. Brebbia is not going to necessarily overpower you with a lot of fastballs, but throws some really good pitches and knows how to locate them. 1-2 was fouled back. That was a 96 mile per hour fastball. And Turner just gets a piece of it. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the pitch. Ground ball past the first baseman, diving stop, and it goes into right field for a base hit. And Turner was able to take the outside pitch, and Lamonte Wade Jr. just could not get over there. Wade Jr. had to dive over towards his right side, and it just got underneath his glove as he was just a little bit late. And Turner gets on with a leadoff single to start off the top of the 8th. Bryce Harper due up for the Phils. Comes up to the dish. And the first pitch, way outside for a ball, and Joey Bart got into a standing position just in case Trey Turner thought about stealing. Speaking of stealing, Harper did steal. He had a double. It was a double steal between Harper and Castellanos. Throw back over to first to try to get Turner's not in time. That double steal occurred in the 3rd inning. The 4th inning. So that's when Harper singled and scored a run. Go-ahead run is over at first base, and the insurance run is up at the plate. The 1-0. Taken up high and inside for ball 2. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. The 2-0 pitch on the outside corner. And that is called a strike. Harper nodding his head no. 2 balls, 1 strike to Harper. Turner takes a lead off at first. And the pitch. It's flied out towards left field in foul territory, and I guess it'll find the seats. It didn't pan over there, so it is a foul ball, and that makes it a 2-2 count. Just so you know, as far as the field dimensions for Oracle Park, it's center field itself is 404 feet. Right center is 421 feet. The left field foul line is 339. And the right field foul line is 309. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. And Bryce Harper strikes out on a high cheese fastball at 95 miles per hour. And he'll go back to the bench. He's now 1 for 4 today. I mentioned that because I just wanted to give you guys a clear perspective as to how far these balls may go. Kind of forgot to do that a little bit earlier. I wrote that down and I missed it. Here's Nick Castellanos. Throw back over to first, though. Turner's not in time. Trey Turner can absolutely fly. He is somebody that can steal a lot of base paths. First pitch to Castellanos. It's flied out to right field, and that's hooked foul. I don't know why the bot's going off all of a sudden. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Inside for ball 1. Yeah, I gotta play around with the bot. I don't know why it's doing this all of a sudden. 1 ball, 1 strike. Turner takes the lead off at first. And the 1-1 is outside for ball 2. 94 miles per hour on the gun. 13 seconds left on the pitch clock. Yeah, this is not good. The 2-1, swing and a miss. So Castellanos swings and misses at the pitch, and that makes it a 2-2 count. Yeah, sorry about the bot, guys. I hope it's not too distracting. I'll have to play around with it. And the pitch. It's fouled back towards the first base dugout. And they'll find the seats. The Castellanos has done a pretty good job at hitting at Oracle Park. Today he does have a hit. He is 1 for 3 today. Spent time with the Detroit Tigers. He was drafted by the Tigers and then traded to the Cubs. Then played a couple years with the Reds. The 2-2. Ground ball over to shortstop, throw over the second. There's 1. And there will be no throw over to first. And Castellanos gets on with a fielder's choice. So Turner was out at second. He tried to dive in there. And Crawford made a pretty good throw over towards second base. That was to Tyro Estrada. And Kyle Schwarber is due up now. Can he put the Phillies in a position to go ahead here? First pitch by Brebbia. Check swing, and they don't even have to say that he went because Rob Drake appealed it himself, and it was a swing. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. That's popped up out to right field. Schwarber got way underneath it, and Conforto is there to make the catch for out number 3. No runs, 1 man left, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. The Giants are coming back up. It'll be 7-8-9, due up for San Francisco. Okay, let me take a very quick step off. I will be right back. Alrighty. Okay, we are back on. If you guys haven't done so already, first of all, I love you all so much, and I'm really happy that you guys are on here. Yeah, man, I really appreciate you guys for being here. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icon as well. Smash the like button. You know, we definitely want to get more and more people to come on here. So, you know, if you guys, the more people that like this, the better. And the more we'll be able to get more people on here. Top 10 broadcasters, 1 JJ through 2 through 10, whatever. Oh, thanks, Larry. Thanks, dude. Means a lot. That does. I appreciate that, dude. That's so sweet. Thanks. I don't know what to say after that. That's really nice. Okay, Gregory Soto coming in to pitch for the Phillies. He's pitched in 21 games this season. He has a 1-2 record, and the first pitch is grounded into right field for a base hit, so J.D. Davis didn't even get a chance to introduce him. But Davis found the hole, took it the other way, grounded it right through that hole, and he gets on with a leadoff pinch hit opposite field single. So Davis came in to pinch hit for Blake Sable. And we have another pinch hitter now coming up for the Giants. It'll be Mitch Haniger. I forgot that he had the day off too. Larry, I appreciate that, man. That's so nice. First pitch. It's inside and low for a ball. Haniger is hitting .216 on the season. The 1-0. It's taken right over the middle for a called strike. One ball, one strike. Soto on the bump for the Phils, and the pitch. Check swing, did he go? They appeal, yes he did, and the pitch looked like it was on the outside corner regardless, but Rob Drake says no, but the first base umpire says that he went around, and that's Bill Miller. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Haniger. And the pitch laid off as it was inside for ball 2. So Haniger went 0 for 4 yesterday. He's batting actually .172 on the season. Scratch what I just mentioned. He has 2 homers and 9 RBI. He's been really struggling. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. It just got underneath the glove of Soto on the mound. And stopping over at second base is J.D. Davis, and back-to-back singles issued by Gregory Soto. And just like that, we're in a little bit of a jam. Well, Gabe Kapler's moves, they paid off. And here comes Joey Bart to the plate. We do have a pinch runner coming in for the Giants, so J.D. Davis will come out of the game. As coming in for them will be Wisely. Wisely will come in to pinch run. Bart shows bunt at the first pitch, and he squares it up perfectly. The throw over to first. Well, there's not even going to be a throw by Gregory Soto, so the bunt was laid down perfectly by Joey Bart, and he gets a round of applause from everybody here at Oracle Park. He placed the bunt down perfectly, and I don't think anybody expected him to bunt, and Soto had to come charging towards the baseball, and he was just like, I'm not even going to throw it because it looked like it was going to be a close play regardless, and Soto just did not want to make the mistake. And that was the right choice. So bases are loaded now with nobody out. So Davis singled, Haniger singled, and Bart just got on with a bunt single himself, and that loads the bases, and Lamonte Wade Jr. will be stepping up to the plate. So Wisely is the go-ahead run over at third base. And you wonder if Duvall is going to be coming in for the 9th inning. Starting to kind of wonder. And the first pitch way up high and inside. Oh, man, Wade Jr. had to get out of the way of that one, then he did. He ducked. Heads up. It's a 1-0 count. Sometimes you really have to watch out for those types of things. And the pitch. Ground ball over to second base. The throw over to home plate is just in time, and they get the lead runner. And that's all that they're going to get. So Wade Jr. is out at home plate. Stott made the nice throw. It was a ground ball hit over towards the right side. Stott fielded it cleanly and made the right play to throw to home plate, and that'll go down as a 3-2 fielder's choice. Or a 4-2 fielder's choice, sorry. And Thairo Estrada is now up at the plate. And the first pitch is on the inside corner for a called strike. Phillies could certainly use a double play here. Estrada is 1 for 3 today. He singled and walked. Infield playing on the infield grass, and the 0-1 is poked out to center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. 2 runs are going to come in to score, and it's now 6-4 San Francisco. Oh, it's 5-4. So they're going to hold the runner over at third base. I thought that maybe 2 runs were going to come in, but thank goodness it's only 1. And that'll be an RBI single by Thairo Estrada. And that gives the Giants a 5-4 lead. I mean, the pitch was right down the middle, and Estrada just took that one out to center field, and Marsh was not going to be able to get over there. And coming in to score was Mitch Haniger. So Bart held up at third base, and that was the right play, honestly. He didn't want to make the out at home plate. And Michael Conforto, the Phillies killer's up. It's no balls, 1 strike in the pitch. Fouled back. 5-4 Giants lead. Duvall is warming up now in the bullpen and will probably come in to close it. The Phillies are hoping it's just a 1-run deficit. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Ground ball over to third base. The throw over to home plate is in plenty of time, and Bart is out at the plate. Good play by Josh Harrison. Harrison made the right play, and now there's 2 outs. So over at third base now will be Lamonte Wade Jr. Estrada's now at second. And Wilmer Flores comes up with the bases loaded and 2 outs. It's 5-4. And the first pitch. That's lined back into left field for a base hit. 1 run's going to come in. Now 2 runs are going to come in to score. And it's now 7-4 Giants. A 2-run single by Wilmer Flores as Wade Jr. and Estrada come in to score. And the Giants have a 3-run lead. And Soto is still out there. Now Gregory Soto is shaking his head. Mike Yastrzemski will step into the batter's box. Yeah, there will be a lot to talk about for sure. Bryce Johnson will come in to pinch run for Conforto over at second base. And Yastrzemski, who's 0 for 3 today, walked in the first and scored a run. Giants have a 7-4 lead. Eric Ullman, who just got called up for Bailey Falter, is now warming up in the bullpen. Philly's still not out of this inning. The first pitch is on the outside corner. It looked like it was way outside, but regardless, Yastrzemski gets that pitch called for a strike. It's an 0-1 count. Johnson's over at second base, and the pitch. It looked like it was a little bit closer to the strike zone, but makes it a 1-1 count, as it was on the inside, just a little bit up high on the inside corner. Soto winds up in the 1-1, way up high and inside, and Soto's losing a lot of location on the fastball, so it was way up high. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? The third base umpire says yes, he did. Jeremy Riggs thought that he went around, and Yastrzemski is not happy. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. The Giants are up 7-4. They just got the lead back here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Flores over at first. Bryce Johnson over at second. Yastrzemski up at the plate. Soto on the bump. And the pitch. On the inside corner, called strike 3. That'll wrap things up here in the bottom of the 8th, and the Phillies will have their last chance as they go into the top of the 9th inning. JT Realmuto will be leading things off, and Camilo Doval will try to come in to get his 3rd consecutive save against the Phillies. Eight men came up to the plate for the Giants, man. 8 men. MLB needs real pitching from overseas in other countries. What's up, the Mouse? Thanks for coming on here, dude. Should have brought in my guy Hoffman. I don't know, dude. Soto's stuff was terrible today. Games are rigged, guys. I love you, but truth. It ain't over. That 4-6-3 double play by Bryson Stott, that was a huge rally killer, bro. I'm going to bring that up tonight. I really am. That's one of my main points. Just about set for tomorrow. Testing a couple of things was working good while listening. Good. Good. That makes me happy. And hit the bell con so that way. It was good. Who's while listening to my newest favorite voice in JJ. Oh, thank you, dude. Thank you. You guys are the best. I have the best supporters on here. We have the best family. We do. And we're only going to continue to grow. I'm actually working on some new stuff, too, that I want to kind of start implementing on these types of casts. We're going to have a lot of fun with baseball. We really are. Baseball is like the most interactive I think I can be with my, with all you guys. And I'm so excited that we are, that we do have some more things in the works. Actually, for those of you that are on, so I'll tell you guys one thing. So I have a banner that somebody made for me, and I am gonna post it. So but we're not gonna do it tonight. We're gonna do it tomorrow because tonight we have a lot of stuff to do. I've been meaning to do it for like about 4 or 5 days. I think you guys are gonna like it. We have a cool banner, so that'll be nice once that's up. I do have to come up with an intro. I do have to, find a song or something like that. There's a lot of things, but we're growing this thing organically, and that's really nice. All right, so we go to the top of the 9th inning. Yaz is now in right field. Bryce Johnson's out in center. And Wise is over in left. Exciting stuff. Yeah, it is. JT is up at the plate. It's a 1-0 count. Camilo Doval is on the bump and the 1-0 on the inside corner. And it looked like it was inside, but regardless, it's a 1-1 count now. JT had a 2-run double back in the 4th. And he's 1 for 3 on the day. Camilo Doval winds up and delivers the 1-1. That's lined right through the hole for a base hit, and the Phillies are not going away just yet. Realmuto sets the table, and he's able to get a base hit. Jess, I haven't seen you in a while, dude. Thanks for coming on. How's Jess doing? How you doing, Jess? So a leadoff single by JT to start off the 9th inning. And here's Alec Boehm. Boehm had a sacrifice fly and an RBI, and a single as well. In the first pitch. And that looked like it was inside all the way, but Rob Drake has not had the best calls behind the plate today, but it's an 0-1 count. And the pitch by Doval is down low for a ball. Twins at White Sox tomorrow at 2 p.m. Yes, please subscribe to Snowman and join him tomorrow at 2 p.m. We're not going to be on, so please go join him for the Twins cast. Bohm will line that one out to right field, and it'll be caught by Yastrzemski for out number 1. Oh, man. Yastrzemski was able to just get over there. Bohm hit that one really sharply. Oh, my gosh. And there's one gone in the top of the 9th. Here's Brandon Marsh now. 1 out. Marsh comes up to the plate, and the first pitch is an 100-mile-per-hour cutter that is taken for a strike. Duvall stands at 6'2". He's 25 years old. He'll be 26 on July 4th. The 0-1, swing and a miss. That was a slider at 89 miles per hour inside. And Marsh could not catch up to it. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and hit the bell icon as well before the end of this game. Duvall gets the signs from Bart, and here's the 0-2 pitch. It's inside, and it gets away from Bart, and that'll be scored as a wild pitch, as going over to second base will be JT Realmuto. Kind of froze up for a sec because my screen froze. So Marsh had to get out of the way of it as he dove on the ground and was trying to dodge it. The good news is that there's no double play depth now. Thanks, Wiz. The 1-2 to Marsh. Laid off in the dirt, and Bart thankfully kept that one close to him. And that makes it a 2-2 count. So if the Phillies get another base runner, then the tying run will come up to the plate. You just got to get to Bryson Stott here. That would be really nice. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Duvall lines up in the pitch. Inside and low for ball 3. 99 miles per hour. You kind of wonder, because he's pitched now 3 days in a row, if his stuff is starting to get a little bit shaky because of that. So it was an 0-2 count, is now a full count to Marsh. 1 out in the top of the 9th. The Phillies trail 7-4. Realmuto over at second, and the payoff pitch. There's a fly ball out to right field. Yastrzemski goes back to the warning track, and they'll make the catch and track it down for out number 2. And JT does tag and go over to third base. And there's now 2 outs in the top of the 9th. And that will leave things up to Josh Harrison. That was a hanging pitch that was right down the middle, and Marsh thought he had a chance of trying to take that thing for a ride. But he was not able to. It's all up to Josh Harrison now. JT over at third. 2 outs in the top of the 9th, and the first pitch is a fastball down the middle for a called strike. 98 miles per hour on the gun for Camilo Duvall. Duvall is a 2.41 ERA, 27 strikeouts on the season, and 10 saves. And the 0-1. It hits Josh Harrison. A slider that hit him right on the left kneecap. And that'll put the tying run up at the plate. As now there will be runners at the corners. And Josh Harrison gets on with a hit by pitch. Two outs in the top of the 9th inning. Bryson Stott homered to tie the game back in the top of the 7th inning on a solo home run. It was in the 5th inning. Runners at the corners. JT over at third. Harrison over at first. 2 outs in the top of the 9th in the first pitch. Just a little bit up high. A cutter at 100 miles per hour. And Josh Harrison, with the defensive indifference, goes over to second base. One swing of the bat could tie the ball game. Or even a single could make it a 1-run deficit. Time is called by Joey Bart as he wants to reset things. There were 4 seconds left on the pitch clock, and Bart just saying, let's go to Camilo Doval. Doval, over his last 7 days, has a .67 whip. The only run he allowed was to Kyle Schwarber on a solo home run. The 1-0. That's just a little bit down low. Good take by Bryson Stott. A 98-mile-per-hour fastball. And now Joey Bart wants to go over some signs. Well, nope, I thought he was going to take the mask off, but he goes back into a squatting position. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. 2 balls, no strikes to Stott. Runners over at second and third. The Phillies down to their final out as they trail 7-4 and the 2-0. It looked like it caught a little bit of the plaque, but nonetheless, it's taken inside for a ball. Rob Drake trying to be consistent behind the plate. 3 balls, no strikes to Stott. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch inside for ball 4. 100 miles per hour on the gun, but Bryson Stott will walk, and that'll load the bases. And now Andrew Bailey's going to go out to talk things over with his pitcher as Trey Turner is up at the plate. So a single by JT, a fly out to right field by Bohm, a fly out to right field again by Marsh. Harrison got on with a hit by pitch, and Stott gets on with a walk. So that loads the bases. JT's over at third, Josh Harrison's over at second base, and over at first is Bryson Stott. And Rob Drake's going to break up the conversation now. Trey Turner today is due up. And today, he is 2 for 4. But he's 0 for 3 versus Camilo Doval. Giants need 1 more out to complete the sweep. Phillies down 7-4. And the first pitch to Turner. It's taken on the inside corner, a 97-mile-per-hour fastball at the knees for a called strike. Fans on their feet here at Oracle Park. Doval gets set. Lines up and delivers the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and Trey Turner is down to his final strike. A 98-mile-per-hour fastball. Turner does have 5 grand slams in his career. He's 0 for 1 with the bases loaded this season. Phillies down by 3. They're down to their final strike. Bases loaded. It's 7-4. The Giants lead, and time is now going to be called by Doval. So everybody can take a very quick breather. There were about 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, and Doval did not look set. A base hit into the gap would be absolutely great, and now Joey Bart wants to go out and talk things over with Doval on this pitch. As time is called. So that leaves some sort of suspense. Estrada also joining the conversation with Doval and Bart as well. No balls, 2 strikes, top of the 9th inning. The Giants and the Phillies were tied 4-4. And then the Giants took the lead in the 7th inning, or in the bottom of the 8th inning, and have scored 7 runs today. It was tied up at 4-4, now it's 7-4, and we're in the top of the 9th inning. Trey Turner's up. The Phillies are down to their final strike, but the Phillies have the bases loaded. Everybody goes back to their spots. The pitch clock resets. Fans on their feet at Oracle Park. And the 0-2 pitch. Outside for ball 1, And I almost got a little bit off track because Joey Bart had the ball ricochet off of his left shin guard. And it didn't get too far away from him. It actually went all the way back towards the mound. So it's a 1-2 count. Let's clarify things. 2 outs. Phillies still down to their final strike. And the pitch to Turner. Swing and a miss. And Doval gets himself a save. And Trey Turner strikes out, and that'll do it. As the Giants complete the sweep, it is their first 6-game winning streak versus the Phillies since June 3rd of 1999 to August 25th of 2000. And the Giants hang on and they win this ball game. And the Phillies are going to go back to Citizens Bank Park and hopefully try to do a lot better against the Chicago Cubs. Wilmer Flores went 2 for 4 today. He had an RBI. And he is the player of the game for the Giants. Well, the Phillies did not get what they wanted out of Taijuan Walker, who only went 2/3 of an inning. And he allowed 4 earned runs. And the bullpen was set up pretty much for failure. The Phillies were able to get 4 runs, but they still continued to struggle with runners in scoring position. And hopefully they can go back to the drawing board and try to have a better homestand as they will take on the Chicago Cubs this weekend. I'm Jason Joseph. I really appreciate you guys for coming on here. Do not forget that we'll be back on tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time to talk about the series and the West Coast road trip for the Phillies. You guys can certainly join and give your thoughts on the Discord server. Please don't forget to join that if you guys want to come on and voice your opinions on what you think happened in this series and what your thoughts were. I want to hear what you guys have to say. So then after 8 o'clock, we'll be back on at 10 o'clock to also talk about Daryl Morey and the Sixers and what Daryl had to say during his press conference. Daryl Morey, the GM for the Philadelphia 76ers. Sorry, the president of basketball operations for the Philadelphia 76ers. And, so we'll talk about that, and we'll talk about James Harden and the report that came out by Chris Haynes. I love you all so much. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell icon as well. And I will catch you all later tonight. Thank you all so much for coming on here. Wiz, thank you. Love the stream, brother. I'm sorry they lost, bro. Man, I'm going to be a Philly fan next time. That's what he said. Okay. That sounds good, man. I'm happy that we were able to do this. So, all right. Peace out. And I will catch you all. Thanks, Snowman. I appreciate it.